そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Yeah.
Holy, what the fuck? Bro, put a shirt on, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
Put a shirt on, bro.
Oh my God.
Man,
Box
like,
office is back.
there's no need. You got like a 30% fucking Rotten Tomato score, brother. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, dude.
What are we doing?
Yeah, dude. It's all me.
It's all you?
Yeah, I look nothing like this in real life.
You look like Leon if you got a tanning job and got jacked.
I'm 5'7" in real life. So.
That's fair. That's fair. Well
Yeah.
said, Leon. Well said. All
You
right,
do
welcome
know
everybody to another episode. Jesus. Another one. Another one. How'd you get so tan? Do you really want an answer to that question? I don't know.
No, I
don't know.
don't.
Boys, we got a lot we got to talk about this week, man. Holy crap. Welcome to another episode of SNH 196. This is the week of doomsday, because like every company just wants to commit suicide, it seems. It's really interesting stuff. Got Xbox basically blowing up. You got PlayStation basically blowing up, and every studio is suffering as well. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. So, you know what's interesting too? Power Worlds tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's what we're most excited about.
Yeah.
And people say we don't play games.
Sheepsidian is going to guide us. Sheepsidian is going to be our guide today. He's going to guide us. Stop saying no. He's going to guide us all through. There you go. He's going to guide us the entire way. He is the 4,000-hour professional. All right.
Yo.
Perfect achievements. Well, at least until 1.0 anyway. He probably lost it now because Steam sucks like that. So, we got a lot. We got a lot going on today. It's going to be a good time. So let's get our intros going, and then we'll make it happen. Leon, take it away.
Dude, I'm stoked for Power World. I've been waiting to play this. I've been waiting for it to actually officially drop. So again, shout out, thank you, Sebi, for giving me the game. I can't wait to play with everybody. But also, this entire week is basically gonna be recapping what I've been ranting about on my streams, because between the Xbox and PlayStation stuff, I almost did like next to no politics this week because it's all been this. I can't wait to chop it out with everybody. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be great. What a good show. So yeah, shout out. Let's get into it.
Dude, it is honestly, like, I don't think I've ever, aside from maybe SBI, but even SBI was not a consistent like 7+ day a week video capability. It's crazy. Like, I'm able to drop a video about PlayStation every day because there's literally something new happening every day. It was crazy.
And not only is there something new happening, there's something to talk about. Like on I think Thursday, I reacted to your video about PlayStation. Your video was like 24 minutes long. My reaction to your video ended up being almost an hour because there was so fucking much to talk about. It's stupid, bro.
Yeah, it's not like just making content just to make content. Like, there's actually a lot that's going on to talk about. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, it's all good. Welcome in, Leon. Sheepsidian, our local guide into the world of pals. What's going on, dude? What do you got?
No manga of the week today because unfortunately I also can't take it out the box yet, but Steam Machine is here.
You motherfucker!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Wow.
This
Stop
big-ass fucking
sipping.
box.
Stop sipping.
Holy shit.
Unless it's for me.
No, or for me.
Oh, that's amazing. Which
Same
model is
for
that?
me.
Which model is that, by the way?
It's the base one. Is it the
512?
Yeah, 512.
12. Yeah.
Because we both already have controllers, so we don't really need all the extra stuff. We can upgrade whenever we want.
I agree, Falstaff. This is absolutely flexing right now, but let him rock. Let him rock. It's all good.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. Also, I lied. There is, of course, a manga of the week.
Let's go.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It is time. I mean, I did start reading it already. I'm up to like around the part where Bellamy shows up. So that's gonna be fun to get through. One Piece. That's what's on the menu, boyos, and that's pretty much my intro. That's
Who's
all
your
I
favorite
really
straw
got
hat?
right
I gotta know.
You said what?
You look like a Zorro kind of guy, but I actually kind of want to be shocked if it's not.
Actually, surprisingly, I'm more of a Luffy fan because bro's like Luffy's just fucking hilarious. Like, too much shit happens for him to not be funny.
That's
I like
true.
it. If you
Wait,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm freaking out at the comment right now. Go ahead.
I mean, I know when it comes to I know what kind of happens later. So sort of what happens later. Ace is one of my favorites. My favorite villain still is Buggy the Clown.
My man.
That's my dude. But that's later. Some Impel Down shit. Y'all figure it out. But that is my intro. Read manga while you listen to us.
Hell yeah. Cassie, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm chilling, bro. I'm trying to enjoy this summer, bro. It's been.
I know. Where you been?
Oh man, I took a mini hiatus from the internet because sometimes I think we all need a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But everything's cool, thankfully. So
I had people coming into my chat asking me if you were okay because you weren't streaming as much or something. I was like, why are you asking me, bro? Go ask Cassie. I'm sure she's fine. She just did Twilight Zone of Gaming. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, if anyone's curious, you can always watch my most recent stream. I turned my situation into a funny story, to which everyone laughed and made fun of me and said, Cassie, you're finally a woman. Like, all right, bro.
Did you wear a dress?
No, absolutely not.
I thought I missed like a legendary moment or something.
Wow. Did you
It was
drink
funny.
Pepsi?
No.
She does that every day. Like, don't even bother.
Pepsi is
She's gonna lie
You
about it.
know the
They
truth.
notoriously say Pepsi is for
Did
pussies.
you fuck a
but-
dad instead of a mom?
And you have,
feel like
you know,
if,
I'm not even gonna do
Oh,
it.
I feel like if,
Cassie, did you hook up with Leon's dad?
Fuck you.
Bro, what the fuck is this for with Leon's dad, bro? Did I
I
miss
mean,
something?
Leon's dad does look like a Chad, but
He
I
does.
will
Yeah, he
back
does. Let's be real. He kind of do. He kind
I'm
of
not
do.
doubting that,
Let's
but
be
this
honest.
lore literally came out of nowhere. It just randomly popped up in the chat, and I get it. Like the trolls in us, we fully embraced it. But then it's like it's still going, bro. Like, why is it still going? That's what I really want to know. Crazy, man. Anyway, what else you got, Cass?
no, I'm just chilling, man. Happy to be here and hanging out with everybody, and I hope everyone's been enjoying the summer.
It's been pretty decent so far. Pretty decent. Just to just reshare this for the chat really quick. I share this on Hypnocast. You know, like this is it's a good one.
Oh my god, yo,
This is Daddy Leon and Leon cooking steaks together.
that's
You know?
pretty accurate, man.
That's
Pretty
funny.
fucking accurate.
Like
I mean, they're both
father,
chads in their
like-
own way. I mean, realistically, like Aspen Gold taught us that
Francisco.
the one on the right's going to be more wealthy, right? So, like, there's that. There's that at least,
Here's
right?
the thing, like not,
That's true.
not to shill my dad too much or whatnot, but he's also really well out. Like he's a Chad, and he
Aw.
was smart with his finance and everything. Like
This guy's
he's literally
hacking
the
life,
embodiment of
bro.
the American
You know
dream.
what's funny
I'm
about
the
that? What's
disappointment
funny
of
about
the black sheep
that?
of the family.
What's funny about that image is that it was like that. It's the duality between a Krabby Patty and a Pretty Patty. That's exactly what that shit boils down to.
That's crazy, bro. Sevi, what do you got going on?
Yep. Being playing Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and 3. So I just keep switching between the two, and I did some power. It's kind of fun. I just looked, and I have 99 hours total in the game. That's kind of crazy.
For what?
Power World.
Oh, so you did play in
Yeah.
early access? I thought this was your first
Yeah.
time.
No,
Oh.
I played before. Yeah. So, but I'm excited for the game later today. Oh, and I'm also 17 away from hitting 3K in my channel. So
Nice.
excited. Yes.
Am I the only one who's 1.0 like new? Or
No, I am as well. I literally today when I popped it on to do the tutorial, it was
Okay.
the first I had ever tried it. I watched
Sweet.
my buddy play it while like we were streaming together on his show when it launched in early access 2 years ago, but that was my only exposure to it, was watching other people play.
Okay. All right, yeah. I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one. Bro, my friends list, literally everybody's on Power. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
saw on Friday.
It's
Yesterday
fucking
and Thursday,
insane.
it's like it was just
Everybody's
everybody's
on.
power. And I'm like,
Heck yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
my
not gonna
friend
lie
list
to you.
was like for Crimson Desert when it dropped, and this is doing like exponentially better than that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I
Um,
wanted to keep playing, but because we had to stop, I just booted up Assassin's Creed instead.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
Wizard, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all? I have a Kotaku fact.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
Whoops.
All right. So this is a good follow-up, I think, because I think we've all talked about it on our own shows and channels. There has been this like kind of controversy about 5,000 visas, H-1B visas for Microsoft that Asha herself requested. Well, it seems like Kotaku is on the case. Microsoft responds to racist conspiracy theories about layoffs. They were not made to replace employees with foreign workers. After a miserable week at the company, that's subjective. Microsoft's communications lead makes time to address the latest legitimate criticism of its CEO. Now, if we jump over to here, I'll switch over when it loads in. So this is actually the statement from them, because Kotaku, I'm not interested in your conjecture. Lots of bad information out there. Let's clear it up. Recent workforce changes were made to restructure the Xbox business. It's not healthy. The H-1B figures being referenced are Microsoft-wide visa renewals and new hire applications. They are not specific to Xbox and represent a small percentage of Microsoft's overall workforce. And the majority of the roles impact we're not American roles. Xbox is the largest employer of the American workers in the gaming industry and the largest American gaming company. And Asha is American born. They had to clear that up. Taking it back here, they round out this article pretty much by saying, it's no secret that Silicon Valley is a big beneficiary of sponsored visas. The conspiracies boosted by the likes of Elon Musk have created a fissure in the tech sector between those focused on their bottom line and those focused on impressing internet friends. Obviously, there are fair criticisms to be made about labor rights. Look, I'm glad they covered this because it gave me the access point to get this. The framing of this, however, is completely disingenuous. Thank you, Kotaku, for completely delegitimizing something that's extremely important.
You know what's funny about this actual story is that the guy, if you go back to the guy's tweet, he essentially he says it without saying it. So he's like, well, these people coming in aren't replacement for American workers, and they're not just for Xbox, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to Xbox. It just means that they're not just for Xbox. So it's like the people good.
No, so this is one of those things. I don't think this is true in terms of Kotaku is correct, but they're correct for the wrong reasons because, of course, they're framing it in a bullshit ideological way. The H-1B aspect of the Xbox layoffs there's almost no truth to it, and I've had plenty of people under the comments in my video talking about this and on X be saying this, and every time I ask them for a source, there isn't one.
Yes,
you don't lay off nearly 3,200 people and then replace them with H-1B visas. That would be completely antithetical to what they're trying to do. Also, as Seven and I were talking about yesterday, that's also illegal. Not that there's not ways around it in company loopholes, but it's fucking illegal.
Yeah, so I've done my fair share of H1Bs, H2s, H3s, and all the Es 1 through 5, right? And generally what you have to represent to the government is that there are no U.S. citizens that can do the job or that are willing or applied for the job, so you're not taking U.S. jobs. But people get around that all the time because the consequence is for the Department of Labor or for immigration to send somebody to the work site to actually see what type of job they're doing and what's the likelihood they're going to do that.
Right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was like thousands that were expiring, and this is supposed to replace those that were expiring or something like that. But realistically, it doesn't. Like the question was, is there foreign workers that are going to be replacing positions at Xbox? And the answer is yes and no, because yes, it's no, because they're not being hired to replace those people. But it's also yes, because those people are going to Xbox, some of them, and they are going to be taking over some of the jobs because you could actually look it up publicly. They have the job listings with the salaries and everything. It's available for you to look at. It's like $180K for like a tier 3 job or something. So technically, yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, he says it without saying it, but he's just basically debunking the racial aspect of it. Like, oh, we're just firing Americans to replace them with Indians or something. You know what I mean? But then,
I did look up the demographics of the largest, what demographic receives the largest amount of H-1B visas, and to the shock of nobody, 79% of H-1B visa recipients are in fact Indian. So,
wow, who would have saw that?
79% is a massive number. Because obviously,
I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to explain that in another way, Leon.
Yeah, and you also know that, generally in any position description, it says, and any other duties as assigned. So they can be assigned to these duties anytime. They don't have to send them out. Yes.
Duties.
Good find, Wizard. Yeah, this story is pretty interesting, but honestly, really not that shocking either. But you know what is shocking?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that was so bad. I died. What did you do to your lips, Wizard?
I show people on Hypnocast this picture. The swelling will go down as crazy, by the way, because then I have to ask where'd you get that swelling from, and I don't want to know, so it's fine.
Homie been listening to way too much Hinder.
All I wanted was a simple thumbnail. That's it. Like, why'd you got to make this so difficult with your fucking lips? Crazy, man. It's absolutely cursed.
Jacked it up, dude.
I don't want to
Real
hear
life
nothing,
Kardashian.
bro. I don't want to hear nothing from Wizard talking about having AI pictures that are crazy of other people. Like I don't want to hear. You got a whole folder.
Oh, what do you mean?
You got
What do
a
you
whole
mean?
fold. Look at this. Look at this shit that he made. He made me a woman, bro.
What?
Oh
He
my
made me a
God.
woman. First
no.
off, I totally
No,
would
no,
to
no.
myself.
You-
Absolutely. I said to
the
make me look pretty in your
conversation, though.
thumbnail. Yeah, I said make me look pretty in your thumbnail. Not
Oh,
yeah.
well,
turn
you
me
look
into a
I feel like the
Pretty?
question
You
mark is in
said-
the wrong spot. It should be brothers to the end.
You're right. He says, "Make me look pretty," so I made him look pretty.
bro.
Well,
I didn't mean like that. It's crazy. In any case, it's all good. Welcome in to another crazy episode, guys.
Oh, you're underwater.
Right
homie.
into it. Oh, it's because I kept talking during the cheer. I got to stop doing that. Let's go over gifted games, super chats, and whatnot, and then we're just gonna get into it because we got a lot we got to go over. We're gonna talk about Sony for a bit. I gotta imagine, and I'm sure Cassie's just waiting to shit on a console gremlin, so it's gonna be good. Let's start off with Sevi because we know she has all the games, so let's just go over that. Go ahead.
All right. Nosaku
Oh
Boy
my
gifted
God.
me Warhammer Total War. Thank you, Nosaku Boy. God. Then I also got from Pangiana Barony. It's a premier first-person roguelike. So thank you. I don't know what to do.
The music is diabolical.
It just it fits though.
Zenobia sent to me Double Dragon, Gaiden the Rise of the Dragons. He said, I'm just in a gifting mood. So thank you for that.
Hell yeah.
And last
We don't
one,
know, Tiger King. We have no idea.
The Active Styles sent A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. I've yet to play this myself. I hope you enjoyed this terrifying game. Stay awesome. Thank you.
Very nice.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice.
Y'all need to stop.
All right, Leon. Yeah, look at the difference. The stark
Yeah,
difference.
so-
Oh my
Yo!
God.
Coming in hot.
Yo!
Thought you might get a laugh out of this. Also, the same gift managed to stun lock Hypno for about 5 minutes before he rejected
It did.
So,
It did.
Magical Mic Duel, Senpai, Hear My Spell. I will say this one at least looks fucking funny. So shout out, thank you. Then we've got dude, Engmar.
Nice.
Here you go, man.
Nice.
Doom the Dark Ages, banger. Shout out, thank
That's
you.
an absolute
Oh,
banger.
Can
I didn't even
finish that?
realize.
Pretty good.
By the way, I
mega
didn't.
banger.
Before you get into it, I didn't realize that the Ultimate Edition or whatever of Doom the Dark Ages already had the DLC. Apparently, because I went to go buy the DLC and it was like, you already have it in your library. I'm like, nobody gifted it to me. What the fuck? And I realized, oh, it's because yeah. So there you go.
Now, this is sick because first of all, scene, great game, have fun. The original version is a great game. I've obviously not played Re-Reckoning, but my favorite author, one of my favorite authors, R.A. Salvatore, if I recall, worked on the writing for this. So yeah, Kingdoms of Amalur is awesome. Can't wait to dive into that.
Awesome.
Wait, did you say you haven't played it?
No, I played the original. I've not played this Re-Reckoning version.
Re-Reckoning, they didn't.
It's the same game.
It's,
It's
yeah, I was
just
about
better
to say,
graphics.
they changed nothing. They just made it look better.
They have an expansion of
Nice.
some sort, right? Added to it. That came out later.
It's just the DLC from the original game, but like all of
Okay.
it's HD.
Even better
Nice.
because that means that there's probably no censorship or changes to the characterizations or anything. So that's how you should be doing these sort of remasters. So again, shout out. Thank you.
That's what a
Sam
remaster
Murray.
should be. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, THQ be doing their thing, man.
Old man Jank, Mr. Eric Jenkins, I want to bet against him, and he had to give me something that wasn't a Fuda game. So Alien Isolation. He said,
Got
I
him.
must stream this. Don't be no bitch. I mean, I absolutely. I
Oh,
can stream
man.
this. I love this game. I've beaten it before. But yeah, great game. Shout out, thank you, old man Jank. And then he comes in with, what in the
shit.
cat with a gat ass game is this shit? Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. I've actually heard this is real fun. This is like one of those streamer slot games, but I heard it was real fun.
It's like Team Blue
Alright.
Crazy Taxi.
And last but not least, he couldn't fucking help himself. I'm not gonna
Oh
say
my
who,
gosh.
but I was gassing to getting this for you, getting this game for you. Jenny's
Whoa.
dong has got it going on. in the Jenny
No.
trilogy. He almost did it. He was almost
Oh
able to
my
give me
God.
games without doing no gay shit.
The fucking
then
Brazilian
that-
flag in the back is hilarious.
Wow.
Shout out. Thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate it.
Very nice. We got Cassie. What do you got?
Dude.
Yo,
Dude, I got some
Damn.
bangers, bro.
Oh my God. No way.
Yo,
I'm
here's
jealous.
you, Dave.
That's
jealous.
amazing.
Thank actually my second most anticipated game. Shout out to all my cat said, weighs out if Asha Sharma decides to execute it like her staff. Oh my god, it's Steam, so I get a refund. Casual console posers was just have to cry. LOL. Oh man, that's my second most anticipated game of this year. But and followed by my first most anticipated game this year, which is Halloween. The game, dude, thank you. What the fuck?
Happy
You didn't have to do
fucking
any of
birthday.
that.
Holy shit.
I know, right? Like my birthday's at the end of the month, so this is fucking awesome. Thank you, sir. He says, someone said that you're obsessed with Michael Myers. Yes, he's my husband in my own little mind. I don't see the appeal. Oh, well, I mean, just watch him kill stupid people, then you fall in love with him too. But here is a gift anyway. Don't say I never did anything nice for you. LOL. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, bro. It's very, very nice. You didn't have to do any of that, dog.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Good selection. Wizard, what do we got?
Planet Zoo from Old Man Jank says you can make a special exhibit where you go give 2 chimps microphones, one with a do-rag and sunglasses and the other with a butt plug and cowboy hat. Boom, smash hit.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. And Barony from Fongiana, salute. XO
Nice.
Salute. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that very, very much.
Shout out. All right. And we got, let's see. Let's go to here. Bear Steak says a small reward for the master of stealth suffering through Ubisoft ads. And gifted Unmetal, a 2D stealth action adventure that pays homage to the classics with a healthy dose of humor and satire. Thank you, Bear Steak. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't really do stealth. Kind of just like, go head
To
first.
be fair, neither does Sevi unless you count killing everybody so there's nobody left around.
Killing everybody is the
I mean, that's
stealthy
exactly
way to
what I
do
do.
about it.
That's literally what I do. I don't even bother, bro.
See,
to be honest.
he gets it. He gets it.
Shout out to Mornblade gifting Golden Apples game. Lithium. I
Nice.
appreciate that,
dude.
Mornblade. Game looks fun as hell. Enjoy it. I definitely will, man. Holy shit. Shout out to Golden Apples, by the way. This is Golden Apples game. I've talked about it a few times on stream. It's called Lithium. Definitely check it out, boys. Thank you,
I went through it
Mornblade.
once.
This is where the thank yous end. What is this, man?
No.
Hypno is that photo wizard, how he
no.
shows upon your dreams. Here is a game to get your mind off it. Hunk Empire. You know what?
Dude?
You know what,
Yo.
Limitless Andre? Honestly,
Oh,
bro,
no.
That's crazy.
this is like what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I'm not even gonna. The things I'm gonna say in this declined gift, I can't even show on screen. Grade 8, different kind of physics puzzle platformer. Liked it on PS4. Snake. I remember this game, Snake Pass. It's an old game. Yeah, I remember this game. Holy shit, this is on PC. I didn't even realize that. Slither
Wow.
Coil, climb your way to the top of Haven Tour in this one-of-a-kind physics-based puzzle platform game. Nice. Thank you, Grade 8. Appreciate it, man. At least it's not like a Fuda snake. That's good.
Oh my god, no.
That's good. Thank you, sir. And then anybody else? Or no? I think we're good. All right, let's go over supers, and then we're gonna get into the content, man. We got Tech Dragon gifted a membership. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. King Too Tall with a 2, just showing support. Sevi is better at what?
You get too tall. You get a little hard.
Oh no.
Yo.
First
No.
off, respectfully,
Y'all need to stop simping.
I'm
Unless
gonna
it's
put
for
this
me.
on full screen. Yeah, because like I don't even want to say it. I can't. It's crazy.
Damn.
What the fuck are we doing, boys? You know that is literally factually incorrect. Like there's no evidence to that whatsoever. It's okay. Kicking down us with a 2. How the arms feeling, Leon?
Honestly, they were pretty noodly throughout the day. They're mostly good now, but like right in this area is still pretty rough.
What'd you do? Like 170?
190.
Fuck. Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice. Very nice.
I thought I was done
It was a good
170.
stream.
Then right before the stream ended, Demon Carol came in and donated 10 more gifties, which meant 20 more push-ups. So 190 push-ups over the course of my stream last night.
You're gonna have your own One Punch Man anime.
I know, right? Eventually, I'll
great.
get to be like my own Chad father. So that's the goal.
But if you go bald though, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Dude,
man.
it would ruin my channel. Like
Your identity is your hair. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know how that
That's
would work.
true.
it used
Mitchell
to be my hair
Fields.
and my bird, and I lost one of those already. So
I know we can't, man. We can't lose both. Mitchell with a 2. If Steam machine had a Star Trek Borg cube skin, I mean,
that would be really cool.
There's going to be a fuck ton of skins for the Steam machine.
sure
Are you going to
people-
customize it, Sheep, or are you just going to leave it like whatever?
I discussed it with the squid a number of times. I was thinking about I would see if I could commission somebody to make like a custom case where it has like the crowbar from Half-Life jammed through it. Is either that the chest from Minecraft, something like that. Just something that seems a little something that's exceptionally game worthy. Or like I guess you could say like gamer-esque. I'm probably doing something like this too. Like
okay.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
chest.
That would be
something
really
like
cool.
that. I'll figure it out.
Whatever you make, just make sure it has those what was it? Those vents that Gamer Nexus was talking about, because the Gamer Nexus, they also 3D printed like a skin, and the airflow like actually helped out a lot.
What was
It
that?
it showed pretty big differences. It was in the front, ironically, but
What was the name of the what's it called? The Matrix Cube from Transformers? Something like that.
I don't
The
remember.
Allspark.
The
Allspark. That's what it was. Thank you. The Allspark. I was thinking about maybe doing something like that. I'll workshop a bunch of stuff, and I'll probably end up customizing every single fucking game anyway.
That
Because I'm
market's
retarded.
gonna go crazy, bro. I'm
Oh,
telling you, like it's
yeah.
only a matter of time. Once like
Oh,
the
yeah.
machines actually start getting in people's hands, because barely anybody has them, it's gonna be crazy. But Mitchell, thank you for the 2, bro. UFO Mega with a 5. Leon, you need to be careful. Excessive exercise can cause injuries since your protein intake has tanked from swapping to spitting. Ooh my god, jeez.
Wow.
That was said by someone.
That was gnarly.
Jesus.
There's
Yeah,
a
no
there's
recovery,
a
bro.
reference there that has to do with last night's stream, and not even my stream, Badger stream. I don't want to relive the moment.
Yes, you do.
Too late.
It broke me.
Sounds like you did.
Phil, I was taking a shot of a 5-hour energy because I was starting to get tired. And we were on his stream, I saw my own, and I don't remember what he said, but fucking Phil Cox explained made me laugh, and so I spit the whole thing up. I was like, oh my god, I was like, I just made my dick all wet. Or something like that.
my
What?
God.
Hey, what? Hey,
Jesus.
So I spit up all. It was awful.
no.
Last night was rough, guys. Last night was rough.
What are we doing? Like,
Oh my
do you guys like?
gosh.
It's bad enough you misbehave on this stream once a week, like, and then every week we have to recap all the crazy shit that's happened. It's like, what the fuck? Is
I'm
there
the
not
only
one?
one
Is there
that
not one?
behaves.
No. Oh, shut. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. None of you behave. Literally, none of you. It's crazy. Anyway,
Cassie behaves.
yeah, okay. She just said she fall in love with somebody who's a serial killer. You think, bro?
Okay, she
Anyway.
behaves the most comparatively.
The person who
I behave.
loves serial killers? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay. You for Mega with a 2. That's what happens after a night with Hypno. Oh, relax. First off, maybe.
What?
Whoa.
if you're talking about the lips getting big,
Yeah,
maybe.
he said that when
Yeah.
the lips were on screen.
Yeah, not with dudes, but like, you know, you got to work them out, man. You got to work it. Anyway, grade 8 with a 2. This is what I get for scheduling gifts for New Blackstreet. Bro, don't schedule. Listen. I love those guys. They're great. Don't schedule games to be gifted to them on Saturday, because the chances of them being here is like a 20%. It's 20% at this point. Actually, it's the summer, so it's more like 5. It's 5%. So don't do it. Don't do it. Do it on their stream. They're never gonna miss their stream. They'll miss everybody else's stream.
We've also seen them frequently miss their stream.
That's that. You know what? Whatever. That's fine. That's fair.
They do miss their stream
That's
all the
true.
time.
We got.
I get told, hey, do you want to come over on Monday? Never mind, we're not streaming anymore. It's like, okay then.
Is Hypno African?
Yes.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'll answer that in a second. I just gotta look up how to say certain words in African. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. GDR with a 5, who thinks the TTS works on Saturday. I don't know why, because they never did. Says in the Doom voice, it doesn't exist. Bring back girly hypnotic. I was doing stuff with my hands. Wow.
Whoa.
You can join on
Oh.
Griffcast later today. The TTS will be there, and you can have fun with that. Thank you. Magnum Norse with a 10. The man with a stealth mask doesn't do stealth. Okay. Listen, man, it's not a stealth mask. It's a void mask, all right? There's a difference. It's not like I'm using it to go stealthily around. It's just I'm part of the. What the fuck? Stop, bro. This is why. This is why. Respectfully, no.
To be fair, that does answer the "Are you African?" question because blondies aren't African. So
this is
There you
why this
go.
exists. This is why this exists because of this shit and shit like this. This is why that exists. I'm just saying.
Checks out.
Anyway, but thank you, Magnum Norris. Appreciate the 10. Magnum Norris with another 5. Hey, gay wizard, have you been to prison? There's a lot of Simpson there. Just saying.
Oh my god.
You know,
that's the perfect
Look.
face for that question.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh
Magnum
my
Norris with
God.
another 5. This is what happens when you invite the Kings of Leon on your show.
I actually fucking hate that band
Why?
because their music is generic wannabe alt rock shit that's like made for the pop charts. Like when music like that started getting popular, it was the signal that real rock had died.
They've got like 3 good songs.
That's why I made my waifu battle.
Maybe 4.
Anthem sound a little bit more old school like rock.
Yeah, because like after like 2006, 2007, like unless you're Avenged Sevenfold, real rock was not being played on the radio.
Yeah, it's kind of sad what happened to rock and roll. Plus, a lot of them, they went from like, I don't know, I guess because they got older, they went from, fighting against the prototypical, machine, whatever you want to call it. And now they're just total.
They became the machine.
They're corporate
They
dick
struck that
lickers, bro.
corporate
They're, oh my God, it's terrible. It's awful.
That being said, August 1st, I am going to see Good Charlotte and Avenged Sevenfold live. I'm stoked for that show.
Nice. Forgotten Vet with a 20 banger saying absolutely nothing. I appreciate that, Forgotten Vet. Thank you, sir.
Real quick, also,
What?
I meant to say that well, I meant to tell Wizard. Me and the wife, we saw Sheep Detective. Holy shit, that's a really good movie.
I've been saying it, and people are like, "Oh, it's for kids." It's like,
now I will say I did kind of call out who was the culprit and who was going to be the fall guy, but it was still good either way. I really like it. Everybody should go see it. It's a really good movie.
It's a fun time.
There you go. Yamato with a 2, Hypnotic Chen and Wizard Chen, Yuri Dushin Wen. Bro,
Calm down, bro.
Your AI,
Never.
bro. Your
Yo.
the AI that you're putting out lately, and then like the audacity to tag us in this shit is awful.
God.
It's awful. I just
That
like
is
I don't even,
insane.
like what the fuck is this shit, bro? Like we need to stop. And then he put out another one.
Yeah,
Like,
he's talking about the
today's-
new one.
Yeah, I can't show today's. It's that bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I wonder if he edits any of it. Because like the best AI is like it usually comes from the people that do enough artsy shit like with editing to just, do that extra little bit to really get it over.
Yeah, you do the AI thing first, then you add to it with like your own art. Like I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to imagine someone sitting there like editing gay shit like that.
I don't know.
I'm sure
I
it
don't know
exists in the
what
world. It
came out
must
today.
exist.
Dude, there's an entire market for it in Japan. So
Yeah, no, I get it. But it doesn't mean I need to be tagged in it. You know what I'm saying? Like tag me in cool
Yeah,
shit.
stop-
Like this is
Stop tagging me in this shit.
tag me in this shit. This is cool. I like this, right? Tag me in this stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, that one was
Although
really
you
cool.
you made me
Yeah.
look like emo Dante from DMC reboot. Like what the fuck,
Really?
bro? Why did you give me the eye makeup? That's totally unnecessary.
dude, there-
And why does
quick-
Leon look like Asmongold?
Real
I
quick
love that
request. Just a request. Can y'all stop making me literally a sheep, please?
No, keep doing it. Keep
Never
doing it.
stop
That's
because
amazing.
I don't know
that shit is actually funny.
I don't know if anybody's ever seen Animorphs, like the TV series, but I feel like Tobias. Like I'm stuck
my
as the
God.
fucking bird, or basically the animal, while everybody else gets to be like the cool shit. It's like
Crazy, bro.
There's
love
this,
how I
there's
have
this Etsy shop. I'm gonna you can pay like $80 to $120 to have like your own custom anime like style statue of you made, like of your avatar or whatnot. I'm gonna be doing one of those for like promo things. It's I think that's a steal, $80 to
I just
$120.
realized this. It's what's even more egregious is that I'm
I was
shorter
just
than
about to
Kate.
say that. Yep. I was like, sheep.
What?
The one thing that's more glaring here is that you are the
I
shortest
know,
person.
bro.
That's
That's
worse.
the fucking pain.
Yo.
How is he shorter than Kita?
Actually,
Yeah.
Why
That's my
is
only
Wizard
complaint.
not
Steve, if it
towering
makes you
over
feel
everybody
any better,
else?
I'm technically
Because
the
I'm only
shortest
5'7".
because the whole lore is that it's actually Hondo piloting a mech suit. So really, Hondo is the character, not me. So that would be the shortest.
But that's actually kind of cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I like it.
cool, though.
It
Like,
gives
I'm
real
just a regular
Krang
ass
from Ninja
black
Turtles
sheep.
vibes.
I like how
love
they
my-
gave Cassie a Steve hat.
Yes, I have a very consistent character model in the lore, which I very much appreciate. Thank you.
Should have given it. No, you should have put beans
amazing.
on the hat. That should have been funny as hell.
Beads.
I also don't
Yeah.
understand like why like I'm supposed to have void powers, so why the fuck you constantly making me use a katana? Like what's
Let
up
me
with
get
that?
no, I'm the
that's true.
manga mage.
Well, to be
Never
fair, the Yamato, because you said Devil May Cry, does like slice between dimensions, which is like a void. So
Yeah, I guess so.
mind.
I guess so. Just stop making me look emo, bro. It's just awful.
I will
Please,
say
get rid of
also
the
every
makeup.
time Yamato like slices through a dimension, you got it like oh shit, I'm so mad I blanked on the song.
Well, all I know is
Devil
give Cassie
Trigger?
a Pepsi the next one. She
Yeah.
needs one.
No.
It's
Get
gotta
out of
play
here.
every time.
Where's the other one I got tagged in? Because I know it's over here. So look at this shit. Look at this fucking like what the fuck is this, bro? Seriously, Yamato, like you did good with the last one, and then you got this like
Yo.
this.
Yeah, that's the one that I
the
was
fuck
like,
is
I
that?
that
don't
is for the
even
fucking
know.
fat gothic girls in 7th grade that read like
Oh.
Vampire Knight.
This is actually insane.
It's the fucking
Yeah.
Are you like a
Craig
Rosario
memes from
vampire
South
fan or
Park.
something?
Okay, don't you not Rosario Vampire? That one's good.
But I'm just saying, like
Oh,
the art
fuck.
stuff. Anyway, this is fucking. This is like,
Season
this
2 is ass. I'm not gonna
honestly,
lie.
this is egregious as fuck. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's ass, but I will say it's worse than season 1. Yeah.
What the fuck indeed,
Yeah.
bro? What the fuck indeed? Anyway,
Wasn't that bad.
Um,
I lie to you.
we got what else? GDR with a 5 Wizards sent me a picture of Girl Hypno. I wanted for research into how I would get into his caves moisturized.
Huh?
Whoa.
Bro, somebody made because I did that art of myself as Aqua from Kingdom Hearts. Somebody made a fucking AI version of a female Sheep City, and I was like, all right. No, it was
Well,
male
that's
Sheep City and
too
Princess
late.
Aqua,
Once
and I was
once
like,
once that goes out there, that's it. They'll
it's
start
big,
making
man.
a
I'm cooked.
million of them. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over. It's over.
Yo,
GDR,
I would
thanks
like
for
to
the
point
5.
out real quick. Tiger
Yo.
King Rex Carter didn't say he despises Rosario Vampire. He just said Rosario Vampire sucks. Does that mean it's better or worse than
Oh.
despising it? Like, 'cause I'm trying to figure out what the levels are to this here. If it just
So-
sucks but he doesn't despise it, it must be better, right?
I feel like if he says it sucks as opposed to he despises it, it kind of supersedes the meme, which means it really does suck.
No, I
All
think for
general
him, like
rejection.
he's really into that word despise. So that's like his ultimate final form. So like when he uses that, that means like there's nothing. I don't think anything goes past that. It's usually like he'll be like, "This sucks," or "This is," and then the next one after that's like, "This is disgusting," and then
He
the next
says
one after
it's-
that's like, "I despise this." And once he says
Yeah.
that's over, you know,
He said it sucks means I don't care for it.
yeah,
Oh.
basically, yeah.
Well, there you go.
But it does mean that he read it or watched it. So there you go. Darius Soto with a 5. You want to know why Wizard has those lips? Given good time, Hypno on a honeymoon playing Gears.
Calm down,
Guys,
please.
guys, man, it's every day now.
It's
And
literally
there's a
Every
way.
gay.
Said, please.
every
Please
day is gay,
consider it.
apparently. Thank you for the 5. GDR with a 5 for Nautic is playing with the pals later because there are no laws against the pals, Batman.
What?
Yo, real GDR, seek. You need to
I'll be
repent.
fair, that
bro.
was a good
You
reference.
should
need
see
to
the
repent.
shit that he
Against the
says to
pals,
me
Batman.
during my
That was-
stream.
That was a
Well,
classic
I-
reference.
I will say that it was pretty because I never played Power World, so it was pretty funny. Like finally unlocking the bow and like shooting the sheep pal and
Lamball.
watching him like roll down the hill and
Roll
shit.
down
was
the-
pretty
yeah,
funny. Yeah, it's
it's
pretty
funny,
funny.
buddy.
I was like, yo, I could do that. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, that's
that's
cool. So kicking down as I just looked up Kings of Leon. It does kind of suck. There you go.
Damn.
There you go.
Damn.
You've been vindicated. King Tatal with a 2.
Wow.
What do you call 6 stoned Mexies? Burnt beans. Wow.
Yeah, I can
Thank
see
you.
that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Benjamin with a 2. Yuri Nautic. This is ridiculous. And Wizard
no.
Nerd Girl is cute and what?
No.
Moe?
Moe.
Moe?
Moe is
Yeah,
it's the
it's-
anime
it's
term
cute
for
and
like
cute,
cute
basically.
girls doing cute things.
There's a term for
I'm
that?
not the girl.
Yeah, like you ever seen that anime or read the manga K-On?
No.
No, it's
Yeah,
about
it's-
this, like girl band in high school. It's Moe genre. K-On sucks. Don't ever bother.
That's a genre?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, man? Seriously, like, what are we doing? Like, why can't you just go back to, like, power fantasies or something? Like, can we get some power scaling? Can we get some transformations. Like, can we just? I don't know. Anyway, GDR with a 5. Here we go. For Nautica, can't wait for Griffcast. The AI TTS lets me free reign over your felting. The sweet, sweet felting of your furry preferences. Yeah, he does. He does tend to have a great, great time with that. I'm sure he has a great time with Cassie's too. But yeah. There's not much to say other than that. Thank you for the 5. Magnum Norse with a 5. Gay Wizard loves the staff. I thought he has so he uses his own staff.
What the fuck?
You have a staff. You're a wizard, right? So kind of a thing, right? I don't know. I lose track of the lore really at this point. Tornall would have if we used AI. Actually, fun fact: if we used AI to keep track of every new lore entry, by the end of the year, I think we could write a novel. Like if we used AI to keep track of everything, and then told it to compile all the information into a novel, I think it would be
all Middle Eastern countries.
There is a program that does that, which is called, I think, Archivist, which has a free version and a paid version. And it does everything, keeps track of everything, does everything by chapters, and you can interact with it. So you can ask it questions and you can find stuff based on what you upload to it.
No shit. I gotta look into that. I'll be curious. Very curious.
Yeah, it's mostly used for like role playing games, so like D&D and stuff. So it's easier to keep track of. So you can say what type of loot do I have that I have grabbed that I said I've grabbed, and they'll compile it immediately. So it works really fast for that stuff too.
I'm gonna have to use something like that. A Reaper with a 2 is a Hypno a Taurus since he didn't know Moe or Maui. I'm happy that I didn't know that. So yeah, that makes me a Taurus, and I will see my tourism ass right out. I am all good. Again, like I keep telling people I've been reading this shit for a long time, but I never delved into like the super specific niche genres of every fucking aspect of manga and anime. So
speaking of Taurus, Leon, did you see the latest this latest correct but still retarded take from Sea Dog?
Oh, I actually, my tweet about that's kind of blowing up right now. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'll ask later.
Those some tourists.
Torno with a 5 for a limited time. You can order Hypno hot sauce and Wizard's Brew at the Hypno brand coffee store. Orders will ship with a fake bearded mug while supplies last. Fun fact, I feel like a fake beard mug would actually be legit, but how would it actually sit on the table? Because if you're going to make it legit, the beard has to hang down, right? So, like, how would that work?
I don't know.
Well, I think the way that it works is like, like when you take the tip, the beard kind of like falls down, so it looks like you have a beard. But you put it back down, it kind of acts as a coaster as well.
I feel like we should use AI to figure something out about that. We could definitely design something, and then have Wizard sell it. Denariah with a membership. Shout out to Denariah. Appreciate that, my man. And Denariah gifted another membership right at the very end. Thank you. Appreciate that. Leon might win a membership since he's talking without a membership in Rumble, so he might win one. I think that is everything. Let me just double check. Yes, that is everything. Fuck yeah, boys. Let's get it going. Nice job. And I got muffled. They got muffled again. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I figured. Any gifted games while we were doing that? If not, I will just get into it.
No, none here.
Nope.
Good.
No.
Ready to rock, brother.
All right, let's talk about Sony. I didn't talk that time. Let's talk about Sony, guys. So yeah, I mean, Jesus, where do we begin? First off, is Leon frozen or is he dead?
No,
he was just dead.
I was typing in the Rumble.
Damn, this man was able to maintain like a just non-moving posture.
I mean, you mean when he does?
Yeah, like how the fuck did he do that? That's insane.
I lock in when I talk anime and manga, bro. Like,
yeah,
he's not moving. Like
That's
his eyes
creepy.
are not even moving. Oh my god,
It's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
bro, dude,
That's like an M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
You too? You say that too?
And, like silver and be like a statue or whatnot, and make tips that way.
Basically, hold on one second.
I get what you're saying.
Fuck, I just realized what he was doing.
is he like just? Oh, are you guys just not moving? Okay.
Wizard held his longer.
Oh my god.
This is the best Sony segment ever.
All right,
We're
sorry
offering
about
more
that.
content than Sony does, so
True. All right, let's talk about Sony.
True.
Guys, it's been a wild week. It's been an absolutely wild week. There is so
I
much
got
going
a
on.
channel membership on Rumble, just so you know.
You did, right? I told you,
I
like
did.
the moment like you talk in chat, that's what's gonna happen. So there you go. Bro, the Karen shit, stop that. What the fuck? Anyway,
Yo.
guys, physical media. Let's just start the conversation because I got to AFK real quick. Physical media.
Yeah, leave that up, Wizard, because I want to speak to the fucking manager about them getting rid of physical media. Like,
Yeah, you guys start the conversation off, but basically, let's talk about the fact that let's just talk about what everybody's talking about. Physical media, right? The physical media is going away in 2028. They announced it. The backlash is crazy. They're still getting ratio on X. Every fucking post they make as a community, like, just give your thoughts over the whole situation and just tell everybody what you're feeling about it. Leon, you want to start?
yeah, because I was actually talking to a buddy about this earlier today, and something that I don't think any of us have mentioned did get brought to my attention. So I kind of want to like leave this open, mostly to Wizard, but anyone else as well. But Wizard, you're the numbers guy. So my buddy messaged me. He says, by the way, I was thinking about the Sony digital only decision. When companies focus on maximizing margins on a product, it's because overall growth is slowed or stalled. You're trying to extract more profits from the same revenue to make up for the lack of revenue growth. That should be a warning sign about PlayStation in particular, and perhaps the console market in general. So that was what he sent me. I'm curious what you guys' thoughts would be on that.
Yeah.
So what we do,
You might
we know that.
community.
Go ahead, Cass.
I was just to say, me and my community were having like a discussion because we were reacting to Happy Console Gamers' reaction to this news. And like we kind of just came to the conclusion that the big three have in fact reached their peak. And not just only that, they know they have reached their peak.
Correct.
Everything that they have done, starting off like with the Switch 2 specifically, PlayStation, Xbox, everything they've done has showed me that they know in their heart they have reached their peak from an artistic perspective, and it's all downhill from here. And cutting off everything, PlayStation, their whole goal is that they know next generation is going to be a tough pill to swallow for themselves, let alone the shit that they're going to do to fuck everyone else in the process. And honestly, I appreciate that people are fighting back to some extent. I don't know. It for a lot of people, it's not wholeheartedly. They'll bitch and whine on Twitter, but you're gonna go buy the latest You buy Black Ops 1 and 2 remaster. You're gonna go buy fucking Marvel's Wolverine. You're gonna buy Marvel's Token. You're gonna buy GTA 6. So like, it's nice to talk, but if you don't follow it up by walking the walk, it's unfortunately they'll have their way, and we should not give PlayStation an inch. We really shouldn't, because they don't give any of us anything in return.
Savvy, what were you gonna say?
I agree.
So I'm not gonna click on it because I don't want to dox the people that did it. But if you share my screen, you can see that Sony executives have been selling their stock in Sony.
Well,
Like,
let's hold on to that. Let's hold on to that because I wanted to bring that up later.
Okay.
Because that is important, and I know like there's quite a few of them that have been doing that.
Yeah.
Namely the CEO. I think he did like almost $5 million.
About $5 million.
He did. That's exactly what I was. I mean, I didn't click on it because I don't want, because it has like a lot of information. But yeah.
We'll bring that up. Let's just focus mainly on like the physical media aspect and people's overall reactions. Now, in terms of like, I know you guys mentioned Black Ops and stuff. I have no doubt that Black Ops 1 and 2 sold. I have zero doubts, but I also kind of have no doubts that it's been a little bit overblown by Access Media and just people in general. Because I'm sure, especially Sony, they have their little bot accounts that are out there posting their clips, trying to make like everybody's hyped and stuff for this, and that you're missing out and all that if you're not playing fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It's like, I'm sure there are people playing it on PlayStation, but to that extent that they're trying to make it seem, I don't know. I just think it's very convenient timing. Now, in terms of their overall like PlayStation account, I mean, again, like Cassie said, you either do something about it or you don't. Realistically, I've been saying all week, it's like it's never been my plan to boycott Sony, because I feel like that word boycott, like, it's such a strong word. I think realistically for me, it's more so trying to show people, because there's so many people out there that really don't know they have options. It's another thing I've been saying for all week. People really don't have a clue that they have the options out there available to them. Whoever's typing on a mechanical keyboard, you're driving me crazy. And I know it's Sevi because I'm pretty sure I got a new keyboard.
Hear the nails.
Yeah, and the nails. Anyway, so yeah, it's overall, it's I want people to really understand that they do have options, and that those options are not so unattainable. Because, you know, if you're kind of like, if you're even remotely like cognizant of the actual ecosystem of Sony, let's say you partake in Sony's ecosystem, but you know, maybe you're not online as much, but if you're even remotely online and you're following Sony news and stuff, you would really be falling for the propaganda where it's like everything is Sony and only Sony, and that a lot of the Sony boys would have you believe that, you know, PC gaming is super unattainable. You got to spend $6,000 on a computer to be even to be able to like match a PS5 Pro or some bullshit like that. Like they'll just put out all this nonsense to try to get people to really think like PlayStation is the, I guess, the best, you know, bang for your buck or something like that. I don't really know. Ultimately, I just want people to know there's options out there. That's really it. Like, it doesn't, and again, it doesn't have to be a Steam anything. It doesn't have to be a Steam machine or even the Steam platform. You don't have to use the Steam platform. You can use Epic Games, although I would question why. You can also use GOG, which I would recommend as well, for a lot of people that are specifically fighting the whole ownership battle. There's a lot of options out there, super open-ended. But yeah, in terms of like creativity, I don't really know, man. I saw a story earlier where they were basically trying to say that single player narrative experiences are here to stay, which I find to be very interesting that they're saying that now, considering that for like years and I don't even know how long they've been doubling, tripling down about live service games, essentially closing down single player studios too. But like all of a sudden now they're saying that single player stories are important and they're here to stay. Like,
well,
yeah,
I mean,
okay.
they have to say that, because even if they're not talking about their stories, their single player experiences, because those are all dog shit. When you look at the overall market, it's odd. Like, again, Resident Evil 9, as much as I hate the game, sold like fucking gangbusters. Crimson Desert. I mean, how many?
Yeah.
The most of the games that people are talking about this year that aren't like indie streamer fun games like Camellia have been these single player experiences. So Sony can't ignore that, because that is what the overall sales data for gamers shows. So they more or less have to acknowledge that, even if their internal strategy has been, let's focus on live service.
Bro, real quick, I know we're being serious, but can we just acknowledge the fact that somehow, some way, Domino's Pizza has been fucking like,
bro, Domino's fucking cooking.
They've been killing it.
But look at this, bro. Like, this is a platform picture showing every other platform as Goku and then PlayStation in the grave, right?
Yep.
But then they threw Domino's Pizza in with the other platforms.
Well,
like, why, bro? It's not even a platform.
Honestly, what would kind of work even more if they want to do a Dragon Ball meme? Do you remember in this same arc, Vegeta was all like, hey, when I come back from the brink of death, I'll be healed. So Krillin, I need you to like blow a hole through me so then they can heal me. Have Krillin be Domino's, because the Domino's don't know.
Oh, man.
It's so crazy to me, bro. It's like, why is it there? Why is Domino's here? Anyway, but yeah, I mean, listen, like the meme says, they're beating your ass, man. Like everybody, bro, everybody out here. And it's so funny because, well, honestly though, I don't really think GOG is. I gotta be real. Like I've said with GOG that I feel like they're dropping the ball majorly. Like this would have been a prime fucking easy dunk, bro. Like you are a DRM free, specified DRM free platform. Like you know there's an argument going on right now with physical media, digital media ownership, especially ownership specifically. This, bro, you don't have to pay anybody. Like this would have been the easiest multi-million marketing opportunity in terms of impressions and views you could have had. Like, and they're just not doing it. I haven't seen anything from GOG. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen anything. I'm like, dude, this is so easy.
Sev and Wizard were talking about last Saturday. Is it like they don't need to do really anything aside from like hit up some content creators and be like, yo, do some videos to promo us. And like that alone would do so much.
It's so easy.
So
it really is. Okay, Wizard.
We were talking about it. I think what we should do is like, you know, a lot of us on the show, we've got an event this upcoming weekend and like we've got to get through that. I think after that, we should do like a group reach out to GOG to be like, hey, this is an open letter to GOG. Your marketing is dog shit, and you need to get on it now. Otherwise, there will be somebody else who comes along who does something better than you, and we will support them instead. The window of opportunity is open right now. I don't care what marketing budget you allocated for the year. Dump it right now. Dump it now. You will never have the opportunity you have right now to make GOG a household name. Yeah. And you're squandering the biggest opportunity, which also makes me think who runs GOG? Because I don't actually know, but like,
I'll look.
Why are they being silent? If not,
the guy bought it from
friends.
He bought it back from what do you call it? The CD Projekt Red. Yeah. So I forgot the guy's name though. I don't know. I just feel like if you're
CD Projekt Red, that's crazy.
If you're Steam, I understand why you're quiet because you're already the biggest platform technically. Like you really, there's nothing for you to say or do. But as GOG, a growing platform that a lot of people should know more about, I just think it's a really easy dunk to take advantage of PlayStation's self-inflicted misfortune. I just think it's really, really easy way to promote your platform. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? Some people just aren't good at marketing, I guess. This is pretty funny. Physical disc with a booklet, physical disc, download a code, Thanos snapped. Yep, that's the future. I'm telling you, man, I think we're going to get to the point where they're not even going to want to sell games.
It is so telling, too, that the games that are coming out on PlayStation, like the God of Laundry and there's a couple more, Wolverine and I think 2 more, they're coming out and saying like, hey, guys, we will have physical media. So please don't just diss our games just because we're coming out in PlayStation. So I know for sure 4 games came out and explicitly said we will have physical media
because people are freaking out. The crazy thing is, like, PlayStation is no longer a gaming company. They're doing everything in their power to literally not sell you games at this point, from taking them off of platforms that they were previously selling them on. They're no longer, at least internally, that's been stated that they're no longer porting games to PC. They're literally don't want to sell physical media to you anymore. And due to Marvel's token requiring you to sign into PSN, the game is not going to be available on Steam in like over 130 countries. Like, this is not a gaming company anymore. This is a service company. People have to come to that reality that this is what these companies are becoming. They're becoming service companies. They're not gaming companies anymore.
Which is really fucking sad. What were you going to say, Wiz? Were you saying something or sheep?
Yeah. There was I would need to look into who this guy is with GOG. But if they're being quiet, then it's because they don't want to piss off all their friends. Because this industry is incestuous in a way of like, oh well, we offer the thing where you own the game, but they don't want to lose the partnerships that they have with companies like Sony, like Xbox, like EA, because all of the companies want this. There might be individual studios that are like, hey, don't take it out on us, right? So you might see like God of Laundry. You might see who did God of War? It's on the top of my tip of my tongue. Yeah, no. Who's the studio?
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. You might see Santa Monica posting tweets like, "Hey guys, we're doing digital editions. Don't not buy our game. We're okay." Or Insomniac, guys, we have physical editions of our Wolverine game. Okay, so we're getting the individual studios are saying they have the discs. However, the parent companies of every single studio wants to get rid of the discs.
Right.
Okay, EA don't want discs. They want everything to be digital. Sony obviously wants everything to be digital. Microsoft wants everything to be digital. Nintendo desperately wants everything to be digital, but the Nintendo fans are putting up a bigger fight than people buying this Call of Duty bundle. It's insane, dude.
It's because Nintendo's inherently more Japan than Sony is now at this point. Ironically, that's really what it is. And in Japan, it's way more important for them.
You have more. It is just so. I've kind of realized, and we had that Jason Schreier article come out, and I don't know the total validity of what he proposed. Although I believe it, but I don't know if it's factual. The fact that or the claim that Sony doesn't think they need to win you over anymore. They think they're bigger than they then they think they're bigger than their customers.
Mhm.
They think the brand is immovable. And at that point, that means that they don't care about hardcore gamers at all. PlayStation as a brand no longer cares about pretty much you guys in the chat or us here on this panel. They are comfortable with the Call of Duty, FIFA, the casual gamers. They play every Call of Duty, they play every Battlefield, they play maybe Elden Ring, and that's about it. The casual normies. PlayStation is becoming a casual normie brand, and they're happy with that, and they're going to force behaviors. They're happy with forcing behaviors, and for that, this company should burn. Nintendo, I mean, my God, all of the terrible things we talked about with Nintendo last year, with the Switch 2 and the key cards, and holy shit, this is worse. What Sony has just done is 10 times worse.
Can we talk about the arrogance though? Because if this is like even remotely true, right? Like, is this what you're referencing? I'm pretty sure, right? Like, yeah. So a company that is based on entertainment, a company that literally has, by the way, showcases that are meant to get you hyped and try to get the conversation going and stuff like that. A company that does all these things to try to interact with you but not actually speak with you. I think it's crazy that if a company is thinking in their mind that they don't see any need to communicate with their fans because they believe that you're essentially, just going to support them no matter what. That's a company that is way too comfortable. That's a company that at this point, their arrogance knows no end. And that's also been the downfall of a lot of other companies too. Not that this will be the downfall of Sony, but we've seen companies that they think they get, they think they got their customers in the bag, that no matter what they do, they'll always eat it. And we've seen Bud Light get felted. We've seen fucking Cracker Barrel was the most recent one get completely wrecked because they thought that they could just change up their entire fucking persona.
And what's the difference between Cracker Barrel and Bud Light and Sony?
Food? I don't know.
American versus
the fact that
they changed.
Right. They bowed. They got down. They went back to what the fans demanded.
Oh, I get it.
Or look at look at just what happened with Instagram with the whole allowing other AI to use your pictures and then change it, and immediately after the backlash, after a couple of hours, they went back on it.
It only took a couple of hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So it becomes a situation where it's like, listen, it's all good. Maybe they're right. Those ball and gun gamers, they're going to keep buying up shit. They're going to keep spending, 30, 40K every quarter on NBA 2K until the next one comes out. Maybe they're right, but eventually that level of ego and arrogance will 100% come for them at some point. And it doesn't really matter how big a company is. We've seen massive companies take so many hits. And it does take multiple, right? When it comes to big companies like this, it's never just one situation. It'll never be just one particular situation that'll end them. It takes multiple hits for them to start realizing, oh shit, we have to pivot. How do you think Xbox got in the situation they were in? They didn't fuck up once. They didn't fuck up twice. They fucked up many times. Now, granted, their fuck ups were way worse than Sony, but Sony's like, well, since they completely fucked up and they're going to be non-existent damn near, now we can just do what we want to do.
I don't think that theirs were worse, actually. So sort of.
They were business-wise. They were.
It's a different kind of. And again, maybe I'm wrong here. Xbox's fuck ups and Microsoft fuck ups were all more or less internal. They were prioritizing the wrong things. There was more of a trickle down effect. Sony's fuck ups are directly customer facing, like removing physical media, removing 500 movies because of losing the licenses. It's stuff that it directly affected the consumer.
Xbox tried to remove physical media at some point.
Yeah, with the Xbox One announcement.
They did try to
pretty much literally
okay, you're right. I forgot about that.
Like the fact that Xbox hasn't dunked on PlayStation back the way PlayStation dunked on them in 2013 is fucking pathetic. Xbox continues to be pathetic as fuck. Honestly, people always argue for Xbox to compete in ways that don't directly benefit consumers. If you want to rah your consumer base, bro, fucking dunk on PlayStation right now. If we want to talk about real fucking competition and actually mean it when you're going to do it. Because PlayStation, when they dunked on Xbox, they fucking meant that shit. And they went all in on it.
They really did.
There has to be clearly the consumer base wants. I don't think that the consumer base is doing the best job of communicating their wants. Because at the end of the day, if you take away, if you keep physical media, but all of it is tied to DRM anyway, then what the fuck is the point, right? That's the thing that's not being communicated very correctly. But nonetheless, people are speaking out, and the normies are now speaking out too. They want physical media, but what they're not communicating well is that they want to own their actual games. They want physical media without DRM attached to it, without like forced online in order to actually, get access to that physical media. But also the other thing that's not being spoken about is the fact that we don't own our digital content, at least on PC. If shit goes sideways, I could put on the iPad to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, that I have that fallback plan.
There are ways.
We have our ways on there. Like you can't just control every fucking thing. There's always ways out of these loopholes that they try to put us on. They tried to do that. Microsoft tried to pull that shit back in the day. With their Microsoft, I forget what the fuck it was called. Where they tried to force PC players to pay for online and shit. And PC players smited Microsoft into oblivion. That shit was hilarious. Like, you ain't pulling that type of shit over here. And a lot of these companies now respect PC's gangster. If it be in ways that are like, well, we're just gonna keep our shit off of their platform because they're too strong over there, or if they actually come respectfully, because we don't fuck around over here. And with PlayStation,
very little will let them get away with. Very little.
Yes, thankfully. And with PlayStation, bro, like a lot of people aren't communicating well that there's no guarantees of ownership here, and that's a major issue. I think honestly, and I could be wrong on this, but I think people would be like 10 times less upset about physical media being taken away if they felt confident and if there was a guarantee that the digital media that is offered is truly owned by the person purchasing it. And we all know that that's not true.
Right. I don't know, man. It's like kind of the conversation we're talking about with GOG, where it's such an easy dunk right now. You could easily just fucking dunk on them and just get all the marketing in the world. Same thing for Xbox. Xbox, especially considering there's history there. There's no reason why you should not be remaking the exact video that Sony. Bro, there are other people, there are other companies like Evercade that are remaking that exact video to dunk on Sony, and they're not even like rivals with Sony. You guys are rivals with Sony. You should be remaking that video where you have an executive trading a physical video game to another executive and making it that simple, and then that's it. Like, it's really it's a 15-second video.
See, unless that's where Xbox wants to go too.
Of course it is. That's why they're not doing it.
Yeah. So they're staying quiet because they're probably thinking, well, let's Sony take the brunt of it, and then we'll slowly move it in.
Well, the thing is, they've already been slowly moving it in. That's what a lot of people don't remember, because
what?
Relax, bro. You see, this is why you're never gonna beat the allegations, bro. You're making it gay. There's no need for that. Anyway, God, I can't even think now. Xbox is slowly transitioning. Jesus fuck. To digital only, because they've been doing it for a while now. Like most of the major releases for Xbox for the last couple of years, you actually couldn't even get a physical copy of. The only way you could get it was on PlayStation, which makes it even more hilarious. Like that, like there were some major releases that came out on PS5 and was an Xbox video game, and there was no physical copy other than PS5. So slowly but surely they were trying to sneak that in, but they didn't go all the way because for obvious reasons. They didn't want, the backlash, whatever. But the thing is, though, is that, no offense to Xbox players, but realistically, Sony is way bigger. Like they sell way more video games on average. They have way bigger franchises now. Maybe not in the past, but like now, more than ever. Like in comparison to Xbox, the numbers are just nowhere near the same. So the impact of decisions are different. When Xbox does something like this, it's gonna piss people off, but realistically, there isn't as many people to piss off. Xbox is not even thought about in other, like in Japan. Not even thought about. It's like barely sells anything in Japan. Whereas PlayStation sells massively in Japan, and Japan is all about physical media. So like Sony at this point, that's why I said Nintendo is more inherently Japan now than Sony is, because realistically, Sony is willing to forego, the entire Japanese people that I guarantee you, most of them do not want this. They decided to completely just forego it. Whereas Nintendo tried to find some sort of a compromise
I wonder. I'm going to change my VPN to Japan real quick and just type in PlayStation and see what's being said.
It's gonna be a lot of auto translate, but I'm sure there are some things. But like if last I remember, the numbers were with physical media, it was like I think 55-60% for PlayStation 5 and 40% digital in Japan, which is it's pretty high digital. But you also gotta remember when it comes to those numbers, it's heavily skewed because those numbers include DLCs and games that don't have physical editions. So the moment you put all that stuff in there, it's gonna drastically boost the digital, the digital side of that particular survey. So if it's 60-40 with all that extra shit in there, imagine what it is if you were to take out and only do video games that actually have physical and digital versions of themselves. It'll be drastically in physical's favor. And with Nintendo products, it's even worse. Like Nintendo products is like 75% physical preference in Japan versus digital. So they're completely saying like fuck it, like just we don't even care. Like again, because like I've been saying for a week now, it is more important for these people to have control over their ecosystem than it is to make a maximum dollars. Because for them, if they can have control over the 70-80% that stay, if they can even remotely grow from there, all that's going to do is just like basically we're essentially watching them make their own modern audience. That's kind of how I view it. They have their people that are willing to stay, and then they'll grow from there with people that are going to accept from day one all digital, complete control, closed off ecosystem, and that's it. And it's a better overall for them. It's a better plan, even if they lose a lot in the beginning. It's a long game plan. That's what I think they're going for, personally. But if anybody disagrees, you're more than welcome to. At Poor and Soul, thanks for the membership. Appreciate it. Just saw it come in. Thank you, sir. So yeah, I think go ahead, Wizard, go ahead.
I think it's gonna come down to now, like it's aggravating because what needs to happen is a mass boycott. And like that's what needs to happen. And it's not going to.
It's
because
not. Sadly.
Because the people that would be boycotting are the ones that PlayStation doesn't care about losing anymore. They think, hey, well, we're here. Oh, also, there was something from earlier that Leon said, like when we started this conversation.
Yes, I wanted your thoughts on that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So part of this is firstly, they've had this plan for a long time. So this big plant transition. We now know like this has been in the works for a long time for Sony to get rid of discs and start using that plant to produce something else. Now we know it's micro lenses and we know that this is happening. But we learned a few months ago that actually it was like the beginning of this year that Sony is desperate to stay relevant with PlayStation. However, the consoles are not moving. So they can't sell consoles anymore. People are getting wise to the fact that the actual PlayStation 5 is an outdated piece of tech now, but they keep raising the price on it, so which further just locks people in. So they're trying to they're closing in the we're watching war where it's like they're shoving people in and then they're going to close the gates on them, and that's what they have to do. They have to lock PlayStation gamers into the PlayStation apparatus. Firstly, to keep them on PS5, but then also to set up for PlayStation 6. This is all bridging the gap to PlayStation 6. This is not about today. This is entirely about trapping. It's corporate entrapment.
Absolutely.
It makes you realize that they're essentially I've been saying this, they're speed running. Like and it's so funny because I'm looking at this generation. I'm like, bro, this generation's really fucking light. Like, and even for Sony, it's really light. Like the games that they have coming out, it's like bare minimum. Just keep you somewhat interested for another year. If you're a Sony fanboy, aside from like ball and gun style gamers which by the way, they get a new game every year. The new game is the same game as the last one, but they're used to that. But I'm talking like an actual new game, like one a year, two maybe if you're lucky. And it just seemed like they were biding their time, and now with this new console supposedly coming out. It looks like it's coming out in 2028. That's what I think anyway. Or even maybe holiday 2027. You never know. It just seems like they're speed running to the PS6 because for them, they want to get there as fast as possible. The faster they get to the PS6, the better for them. not for us, but
they
obviously
need it.
for them.
They desperately need it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, but I mean,
PlayStation 5s
people are
aren't
already
selling.
hesitant to buy a Steam Deck at $1,000. They really buy a $1,200 PS6 in 2 years when the
Bro,
market's going
you
to be
underestimate
well,
PlayStation boys.
Well, wait a minute. If you're a PlayStation gamer, you've been buying all your games on PlayStation, and now they've done away with discs, and you've bought all of these digital games, and they have. It is. I mean, I'm a living example of this. I was mostly PlayStation gamer because I wasn't playing on PC. So now my entire library is mostly locked to PS5. So now I'm starting over from nothing. So all those games that I've got now, it's like, all right, well, I could just plug in my PlayStation 5. I still have it. But for all these other people, they don't look at it that way. They look at it like, oh, well, I can only have one, or I can have the other. Because for most people, they would be trading in their PlayStation to get something else, right? They would be selling their PlayStation to get something else. That is, most people are the average gamer is not like any of us, like you guys at home or us on this panel, where we collect shit and we thrive on this shit and we're like, I want everything. Most normies don't think like that. They're like, oh, I'm done with this. All right, I'll go to something else. But now that they have these massive digital libraries, they don't want to give those up.
Yeah, if you're like consuming video game content on the regular online, YouTube or whatever, like I consider you to be a hardcore gamer, or at least like closer to the hardcore side. Because most normie people, they're really not, like, outside of maybe a review here and there, they're not really involved in the conversation, because my God, the amount of people that, you know, something gets revealed that we all knew was coming, and all the people in the chat are like freaking out. They have no idea it was going to, like, there's so many people that are completely fucking disconnected from the conversation. And, you know, you can say ignorance is bliss, maybe, you know, but realistically, you know, people, just to be fair, a lot of the people that were complaining about the Steam Machine $1,000 price were mostly console players that thought that somehow, some way, they were finally going to get access to the PC gaming that they heard so much about at half the price of their console. They thought it was going to be like $400 or something, and then it wasn't, and then they were like, "Oh shit!" and they just took the opportunity to just say whatever they wanted to say after that. So I don't know. I think that they will be more likely. I guarantee you, the PlayStation 6 comes out at $1,200, you know, for standard model. They'll pay it up, no problem. It won't even be an issue.
It's not gonna be like that. There's gonna be
the 80% to stick around.
Sony fanboys. It's people that just flat out can't fucking afford it, bro. Like, a lot of people are freaking out over this physical media shit, because there's still a lot of people that buy physical games just simply because they don't got it that way. They want to be able to play the game.
Those people don't matter anymore.
Disc.
They don't matter anymore.
Well,
that's what I'm trying to say.
PlayStation, they don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally speaking about PlayStation. The 6.
They're going to overplay their hand. They're already doing it. They're already setting the table for next generation, and they're just expecting people to just eat it. And the reality is, they're going to run into a situation where, how are you going to sell this PlayStation 6? Are you going to have exclusive games on it? Well, if you're going to have exclusive games on it, they're going to all fail day one. They're going to fail for that first year. Any exclusive that comes out is going to die on that fucking platform. So guess what? They're going to have cross-gen games forever. There will be no launch titles that are exclusive to PlayStation 6 unless you want to kill them outright. And people will just stick with what they have. They're not going to move over to PlayStation 6. It's not going to be... It is not going to be even remotely substantial. It's not going to move numbers even close to that of... the only numbers they're going to do is we're talking about PS3 levels. It's not going to be PS4 levels. It's not even going to be PS5 levels with COVIDs. It's
Those
not
days
going
are
to come
gone.
close to that.
Those days are gone.
Yeah, but I think they have removed their single player experiences from going multi-platform. You know, God of War Laundry, that's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. That's not going to be available anywhere else. And those games are going to bomb, and I want them to. I don't want PlayStation to go multi-platform. I want them to stay on PlayStation to crash and burn PlayStation. We actually don't want God of War Laufey to be available anywhere else, because it would those sales would help make that game possibly succeed. And that game needs to tank. That God of War Laufey is, to bring it into like movies for a second, is the Odyssey of, like, the way that the Odyssey is for Hollywood, God of War Laufey is for PlayStation. It needs to burn. because with it will go a lot of reputation.
PC
So-
gamers won't even
Share my
buy
screen-
some of
share
their
my screen
premier
real quick.
titles. So even if it came out to PC, people aren't going to buy it. They barely even bought God of War Ragnarok. So I would love to see it
Right.
come to
Well-
PC
well,
just a flop.
I would argue that was the whole day and date problem, though. We don't have an actual stat proving like if PlayStation games would have worked on PC.
So
Go ahead. Leon.
I changed my VPN to Japan. I went specifically to the Japanese PlayStation X account, and I just clicked on a random recent post about the PlayStation 5 hands-on event. Obviously, it's originally Japanese. When you scroll through here, it is people from all over the world, even attacking their Japanese version.
That's
Where's
hello?
the damn disc? Where's the disc? No disc, no buy. This is out of fucking, I don't even know what goddamn country this is. Don't know what countries these are. Yeah, for the players, for the investors. This is fine. I stepped in. Like this one was my favorite.
No.
Using all their physical
No.
copies to say fuck
Fuck
Sony.
Sony.
I don't know where this account's based out of. I assume
No,
America is
that's a picture from a PlayStation, an Omega PlayStation fanboy that hates me, by the way.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, they
whatever
stole
the
his
fuck
picture.
This symbol is right here. 2020. So even under their official Japanese account, which of course does not talk about this sort of shit, they're getting just destroyed the world over. I mean, I'm still scrolling. I have yet to see. I want a physical disc. I have not seen anything, any comment actually talking about the PlayStation event that supposedly happened today in Japan under their own post about it.
Yeah, listen, man. I think that what Sony's banking on is all digital future will result in every person gaining a 30 to 40% increased value. So for them, it's like they're hoping, whether they're right or wrong, I don't know. We'll see. I think they might be right when it comes to like the normie games, but when it comes to their more not so normie games, that they'll probably figure out like, oh shit, we're actually making less money. I don't know, like, because just simple math, real quick. They were saying that every digital game they get $70, obviously, because they don't have there's no middleman. Every retail copy, physical copy, they get $45 because there's the middleman, obviously. So, to reach $100 million, it takes 1.4 million copies at $70. To reach $100 million at 45 takes 2.2 million copies. So that's a hell of a lot more copies you have to sell. I think for them, they're hoping that value, that increased value, they're thinking that if their customers are really that loyal, which this is what they're banking on, if their customers are really that loyal, that the people that bought physical will mostly all transition over to digital only. And that way, now it takes way less copies to sell in order to get the money that they're hoping to get for the game. Because the truth is that their games just haven't been selling. Their sequels have been selling half of their originals, sometimes even worse. Spider-Man 2, I think, is at like 1/3 of OG Spider-Man. I think it was at 10 million copies or something like that. 11 million copies. OG Spider-Man's at like over 30 million copies. So
Hey, Sony, put it on Switch 2. Clearly, that'll pump the numbers.
yeah, clearly. So they're hoping that those people switch over, and that way everybody just became worth 30% more. That's what they're hoping for. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I'm just telling you that I think it will work for like the NBA to like 2K players and the fucking is it Madden even still? I don't even know. Madden players like FIFA's big with microtransactions.
They can
huge,
play it
actually.
all everywhere else. They can keep
Yeah.
playing it on their PS5.
That's what they're hoping
The reality is that these people, a lot of people that buy physical media simply are impoverished, and they'll buy physical media so that they can play it for as long as they want to and then sell it away. If it be sell it to their friends, sell it on something so that they could afford to buy the next game physically. Like that's just the people what we're talking about. PlayStation is just the main reason, besides like control, the obvious reasons, is to hide general perception for the PlayStation 6. Because once everything is all digital, they control the numbers at that point. So we ain't gonna see no more numbers. We're not gonna be able to judge anything.
Oh, Cassie, that's adorable. You say that like we see numbers now.
Yeah, we don't see. Well, that's why they don't ever want to listen. Sony is one of the worst when it comes to transparency with any kind of like real numbers whatsoever. Everything's, I don't know who's worse, them or Ubisoft, because Ubisoft's really fucking bad with that shit. I've seen Ubisoft gaslight to the moon and back, but
Yeah, but
Sony
Ubisoft
does
actually
a
just
little
gave us
bit.
Assassin's Creed numbers.
Yes,
Yeah.
because now they
because it
actually sold them. Yeah,
I know. I just find it funny that we're in a position to where, like, how I think we spent the entire last year during the Assassin's Creed Shadows thing, like every stream there was at least one Ubisoft section, and now it's like, fuck, even Ubisoft is doing the thing that Sony ain't doing. Like,
Bro, I would get comments after comments of Assassin's Creed Shadow Shills. They were telling me it's got all these players. You don't know what it's sold. You don't know anything, and they don't advertise copies sold anymore. Now it's all players.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I'm like, oh wow, they don't advertise copies sold.
Yeah,
was that
ever,
was that
ever.
a rule? They were like trying to make it seem as if it was a rule that somehow passed by me, and they knew about the new rule that they only do that, right? But then all of a sudden now they're fucking now they're advertising with copies sold. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why, because they went with the safe bet of Black Flag, the game that actually was going to sell. We all knew was going to sell versus
Yep.
Shadows with all the
Yep.
controversy. Yeah, it's amazing, right?
from
But
Black
anyway.
Flag to Black Flag.
Because like
True.
didn't they say players engaged? Players engaged.
For Shadows, yes.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
for
is
Shadows.
so sad, but this is so true. And if you're a Sony boy, this kind of felt you. I'm not going to lie. If you want transparency from Sony, you just got to wait for the next network hack. That is such
Yeah,
a
reality, bro.
banger.
Holy shit, that was good.
Singles and bits, that is a banger, bro. That is a legit
Yeah.
banger. Because you know it's true. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
God damn, bro. Where's the joke? Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of sad, right? But anyway, so all right. I mean, again, so physical media and all that nonsense aside, realistically, in terms of the CEO and the executives, Savvy, if you want to pull it up now, you can. But like the CEO
Oh, sure.
and the executives selling their stocks, like, what do we think about that? Is that just like, is that timing, or is it typical insider style trading?
It's insane.
You know,
So
because realistically,
I
they know the
know-
backlash was gonna. They know the backlash was gonna drop the stocks, right? We already know that.
So,
It happens.
yeah.
It happens all the time. So sell
to
high.
be clear,
Yeah.
before anybody else begins, what we are doing now is speculating about the news. We are not giving
Yeah.
financial advice.
Oh yeah,
that's
this is
true.
not financial advice. No, not even
So
close.
generally,
None of us on panel are Jewish.
yeah. So generally, how this works, I'm sure people are aware when you're not supposed, what's considered to be insider trading is when right before news drops that might change it. You know, so all sales and exchanges and transfers basically are frozen. After that period, that silent period ends, then all of this stuff can happen. And generally, all of those transactions get put into the system, which is usually called Edgar. It's run by the by FINRA, which is basically it's SEC. You know, Edgar. This is Edgar. And all of these transactions have to be pre-approved, that that they're legit, that it's not insider trading, that making sure that it's not from a company that they're not supposed to be selling or
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the thing. But one of these, and I don't know if you want me to show the actual CEO one, but
No.
one of these is the CEO one where he dumped a huge amount of stuff.
What was it, like 600 something thousand shares?
Yeah, he dropped. No, the CEO dropped 225,000 shares.
Oh, 212. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, 225,000 shares. The other folks dropped 25,000, close to 37,000, and then 16,500. And what is really telling too is the remaining shares that they have. Like some of these executives didn't have that many shares to begin with, so they have some shares remaining, but not a lot. And the fact that they're all doing it at the same time, I think, is really telling.
Right. It's pretty
real quick.
obvious what the move was. Good.
I know we don't normally hit super chats until like the designated time to do so, but Magna Norris talks about Nancy Pelosi. You know, do we really think that she's smarter than Warren Buffett? There's no way she's smarter than dude that wrote Margaret.
No, she's not. No way.
Well, he was asking that sarcastically, obviously.
No, you guys, that was Jimmy Buffett wrote Margaritaville. That was.
No, I was just saying for the chat because I think some people are taking it.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Serious,
say, no,
yeah.
it was just a fucking 70s rock joke.
Yeah. It's like after a while, you know, if it barks like a dog, you know, and wags its tail like a dog, it's probably a dog. I'm just saying. it becomes a thing where it's like Sebi said, you have all these executives dumping their stocks at the same exact time, right around the time, either slightly before or slightly after a major announcement like that is obviously detrimental to PR. It just seems a little interesting because I guarantee you they're going to buy back up their stock once it gets to a certain price, most likely, if they do, or maybe they don't. Who knows? Because they probably get stocks as part of their bonus plan or whatever. But yeah, it's overall very, very interesting stuff, and I think you guys are right. I think it is very telling. I think that realistically, the executives, shitting away their stocks kind of shows that Sony knew, and it kind of like verifies the reports Wizard was talking about with Jason Schreier. Like Sony knows or knew that nobody wanted this. Like the backlash was going to be so big. They knew, and their strategy is to overwhelm their social media. I mean, if you look at their social media account,
I think they knew it was going to be bad. I don't think they knew it was going to be that bad. You don't, as a
maybe not that bad
conglomeration, you don't announce a move like this, then go radio dark on social media for 4 days straight.
But what they did was genius, though. They staggered it. They've bided their time. They waited, and then GTA dropped, and then all those reports came out about how it's the greatest selling game ever, greatest pre-order ever, and they said,
optimized only for PlayStation.
Right, but I'm not saying that's incorrect. I also think that's incompatible with what I'm saying. What I'm stating is that I agree that they knew it would be bad, but also as part of your marketing strat, after a felting like that, you don't go radio silence for 4 days, come back, and still get felted for the following 4 days. Like if they thought it was going to be that bad, or then they would have just powered through it because they already knew that was what was going to happen. But no, they went radio silent.
They did for
maybe they just
6 days.
don't
6 days.
care. Because if you
6
think
days.
about it too, like what could they say that would make this better?
No,
Nothing.
I think Leon is onto something. I think that because the backlash was huge, right? And Sony never goes quiet for that long. It's never, not even a day. Like it's every day. Like they pay people to post every day. Like they got people that control the social media accounts. It's all corporate. They wouldn't go quiet for 6 days unless something happened. I think what happened was the backlash was bigger than intended, and it probably had them forced to like strategize.
Yeah, see, that's only
have
some
a
sort of
meeting.
internal strategy meetings or whatnot.
Yeah,
it takes time.
they definitely got together and had some sort of
think
meeting
they
in those
knew-
days.
They knew that this shit was going to be extremely, it was going to be a big deal. I mean, they saw how it went down with Xbox One and how enormous of a deal that was. They knew it was going to be big. This was already pre-anticipated. Like, this is why it was announced, but like the day before a major fucking holiday.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, the reason why these guys are selling off is not short term. It's just they know that 10th gen for them is like 9th gen is their peak in terms of making money. I think that they know that they're fucked. Just because some of it is their own doing, and some of it is just the current field of how things are. But they have definitely strategized this shit to a T. And I actually have to give props to a PlayStation fanboy for calling this shit out. MBG was he tweeted out July 3rd. He said, and this dude's a major fucking PlayStation fanboy. He said, just to show you how scummy Sony is being with this news, with ending physical media. They anticipated their numbers would drop through people protesting / boycotting by canceling PlayStation Plus and pre-orders, but they won't have to show their numbers to investors until the end of September. Their next earnings call is July 31st. However, it only covers up to June 30th. They planned this out perfectly to drop it on July 1st for this very reason. The numbers dip early July. They have over 2 months to watch them hopefully recover as the desperate gamers crawl back and the investors see that Sony moving away from physical games didn't hurt anything. Keep this in mind as we move forward. Sony is betting on you caving and crawling back to them in the coming weeks. Oh, and so are their investors. This was pre-planned to a fucking T.
I have a quick question about that then, because Cass, you're obviously far more knowledgeable about the console game than at least than me. I would assume that probably most of us here. So what that tells me and Hitman were just talking about those like internal strategy meetings, the radio silent for 6 days. Obviously, we've all seen at this point the reports of like people canceling their PS Plus in mass to the point where Sony is handing out, hey, 50% off for 3 months straight, stuff like that. Do you think that they saw the backlash being that bad and they already had the plans to do that in the pipeline, or is that part of the internal strategy meeting while they were radio silent? Was this is worse than we thought? Let's offer these discounts.
This is very. I'm sure they laid out all the potential possibilities beforehand. The way they strategized this, they absolutely knew that they were going to get at least a reasonable amount of pushback. So they strategized it perfectly to avoid it hurting, investors' decisions. Really, they're doing everything at this point in order to try and convince investors to not jump off the roof. All right, not to do a Black Thursday, if you will, with them. So.
I think,
which, to be fair, Trey Cicada would just call Thursday.
If they were here.
If they were here.
So I think there's a couple of interesting things about that, right? Because it's pretty obvious, man. These consoles, even Xbox too, to a point, these consoles have been banking on GTA to save them from this awful generation, right? Because this generation has been so lackluster. It has underperformed in almost every way. And they always try to make it seem as if it's not. But realistically, with all the layoffs and all the chaos that's been happening, especially now more than ever, as they're essentially, I think they're really firing people to get ready for their next generation, because at this point, they're just resetting. I think that they want GTA. I know they want GTA to mask all their problems, to band-aid all the issues that are popping up, especially now with the physical media stuff. GTA is going to mask all of that, and the major sales from that game and all that. That's gonna mask the otherwise negative reaction. Because they're going to say, well, we had initial, backlash or whatever, but Grand Theft Auto proved the strength of the brand or something like that. Like they'll come up with some cringe fucking narcissistic strength of the brand type bullshit. That's what I think they're going to do. And I also think it's hilarious too, because now I look back at this, right, and I think if there was like a second meaning to this, because do you remember when they announced Grand Theft Auto 6, they had to delete it because they ended up putting the physical edition PS5 accidentally in the post. And then they ended up deleting it and putting the digital version of the PlayStation. So I just wonder if it was a double meaning at the point. We had no idea, because most people were just thinking it was Grand Theft Auto, and then come to find out a week later, no, it's actually all of PlayStation. So really interesting stuff. It's so crazy to see the lengths that these corporations will go. They'll claim it's about protecting their, IPs and all that shit, their brand, but it's so much more than that. And they know it, and they're trying to gaslight people into making it seem like it's not a big deal. All the customers want this and stuff. No, it's pretty obvious you want this. It's pretty obvious that it's the corporation that wants this. There is no benefit. There's zero benefit to the consoles going all digital, because there are way more cons than there are pros. Right? Because the pros, to be real with you, the pros to all digital, you have right now in partial digital. Like, there is no other pros that you're going to gain from all digital. If you want to buy digital, you can. You could buy every single video game digital right now. You cannot buy every video game physical. So having that option was really great for people that wanted to, have that option and put it in their physical collections. But now all you're doing is essentially just locking yourself in to, well, I should say they're locking yourself into the choice that they want to make for you. They don't want you to have the choice. They don't want you to have the option to be able to shop around for better deals on physical video games, which usually are cheaper. You go to Amazon, you can find it for like $30 on average for a $70 game, give or take. They don't want you to be able to have it physically in your hands and be able to play it. I think a report came out that 93% of physical PS5 video games were playable offline. 93%, and Sony was trying to make it seem as if it was much less than that, but they verified that that's not the case. You could play 93% of PS5 games with no internet connection whatsoever on a physical disc. They want to take that completely away from you. They don't want you to have that, So I don't know, man. I think that there is so much going down, more than we even realize. I think as big as this is, I think there's more to it than what we're seeing that stretches past the gaming industry. But again, that gets to a whole conspiratorial level.
Pushing past the gaming industry, that is the I obviously we're a gaming channel, so I don't want to stay on too long, but that is the bigger issue that that everybody should be thinking of, because like physical media is, yeah, it's important because entertainment is the lifeblood of what we do when we're not working and slaving away during your fucking 9 to 5 or whatever it is. Like the entire concept of the U.S., our great fucking nation. Sorry for all you Euro poors out there. Is on the concept of America. Ownership. We own what we pay for. If a product is a legal product, we have the choice to engage with the free market and buy something, and that is our property, and it cannot be infringed upon by neither the government nor any other individual person or supposedly the business that sold us said product once that product is ours. The removal of this is a fundamental slap in the face to what makes this country this country.
You know, it's interesting. The EU, which people like to say has a lot more consumer protection rights and stuff like that. The commissioner just recently said that, yeah, there's really nothing that that they plan on doing, because for them, it's like, it's so weird. It's such a catch-22, because for them, he specifically stated that the company's not breaking any laws, so there's really nothing that, you know, they're going to necessarily do. But it's like, bro, that's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is that digital media laws are so far behind actual digital media that of course they're not breaking any laws, because there hasn't been any laws to be made that's actually going to help favor the consumer and protect them, you know, for their digital rights, because we don't have a digital bill of rights. We don't have any of that. So yeah, I just find that to be interesting. Like obviously Captain Dumbass, like we know they're not breaking any laws technically, but they know that too, which is why they're abusing it.
Yeah, it's the same concept as sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, I was, you know, in my video talking about this whole situation, I brought up a study from 2023 that was alarming to me at the time. I did talk about it a couple of years ago, but literally a study from the Video Game History Foundation 2 years ago concluded that 87% of classic games, basically everything predated 2010, are unavailable to buy as publishers largely pivot to digital storefronts and archiving laws all but exclude video games. They said literally in their study, they find that nearly 9 out of 10 classic games released before 2010 were hard to come by and even outright inaccessible. Literally, you cannot purchase these games, and there is no attempt from any of these companies to archive its very own history. PlayStation is just as guilty of this as everyone else, and this number substantially jumps with the Vita and PS3 stores shutting down. Like this is nasty work. If you care about gaming in any substantial way other than just playing the latest fucking NBA 2K or Call of Duty, then like this hurts us all. It's sad, and really game preservation is so difficult at this point, and really the sad reality is the only true like preservation that's going to exist right now as it stands, besides from select few other scenarios, is outright piracy, which is fucking sad and crazy.
I know, it's insane, really. This comment's interesting. My friend and I, this is the goal here. My friend and I was talking. He said he wanted to get Sonic Crossroads, but it's $70. And I said, what do you mean? You can get it for $30 right now at Walmart. But he has the discless one. That's what they want.
Oh my God.
They don't want that level of competition. You know, Sheep, what do you think?
It's funny. Well, I was about to say, it's funny that this is one of the things that, fortunately, there are people like us, like the people who watch, and also there are some other people out there with a little bit of foresight, I guess you could say, who will look at this and say, I don't think this is going down a good road. But then there, of course, the alarming mass of it all are the people that go, oh man, that sounds very convenient. Unfortunately, convenience comes at a price, and this is that price.
Convenience always comes at a price. I mean, again, have you tried to buy a water bottle on a plane? Look how much that shit costs. You really want to, like, most 99% of the time.
Never tried to buy a water bottle on a plane, but I've tried to buy a beer at a rock concert and fuck them.
Oh, it gets
Dude,
really
I paid
crazy.
$22 for a PBR when I turned 21 and went and saw Sugar Ray live. Fuck you.
Well, that's my point. My point is convenience always comes at a price. And after a while, we have to, like, convenience is nice, but convenience also breeds that kind of mindset where it's like it gets addicting, you know, and you kind of I've been I've been through the whole death of physical media on PC. Up until the point where it actually like completely died. I was buying physical media for as long as I could on PC because it was great, you know. I obviously, but unfortunately, kind of similar to what's happening with PlayStation normies, the majority spoke, and it died, and it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I would love. That's why, like, any chance I get, if there's a game I actually want that has a collector's edition that's available on PC with a Steam code, like I at least try to get that. Even though I know, like, I don't, you know, I'm not going to get a disc or anything. We don't even have, most computers don't even have drives anymore. You got to get external drives.
Yeah.
But it sucks, man, because I never wanted that to happen. So it's kind of like watching this go down is like reliving that and kind of seeing it all go down on honestly, I think it's a bigger scale because, you know, PC gaming was always something worldwide, but realistically, it's so much bigger now than it ever was before. So just looking at this and seeing it go down again, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know?
Yeah. I could be wrong, but not even worldwide. Like, if we're talking like the 90s and whatnot during the gold days.
Yes, I know I could do this, guys. I'm talking about legit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm talking about legit buying physical media. I've been burning shit on fucking CDs and DVDs for decades. It's like, I get it. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was
those were the
going to
days.
say that, like, when it comes to the good old days of, you know, Doom and Quake and Duke Nukem and Chex Quest and, like, all those,
The
PC
90s.
gaming was actually almost exclusively an American thing. That's why there weren't really Japanese developers developing PC games, because, like, the fact that it's become this global market now is crazy when you look at the rise of PC as a global phenomenon, because it really only existed in the West.
Oh, look at this. Average Steam game purchase $15, while the average PSN purchase $49.
$90.
Wow.
$49. Get it correct.
There's a lot of great
There you have it.
reasons on the PC side that reflects that. And this is why I've been against like exclusives. This is why I pretty much gave up on all the major. I was a gamer that bought every single fucking console, every generation, even if I had my doubts on it. I even bought a Wii U because I just wanted access to everything. Now it's like,
Let's
dude,
play with her Wii.
just there is no respect that any of these companies give to you at all. And I have completely like 180 on everything. I'd rather have 3 fucking PCs than go out of my way to buy any of these consoles, even if those PCs are more expensive. Because I know what I'm getting on my PC, and you can't tell me shit on my fucking PC. Whereas you're adherent to these companies that put out these consoles. And it's so, like, that's why I've been adherently against all this shit, all the shit that locks people into a walled garden scenario. And I'm going to continue to be consistent on this fucking front. But I will also say, watching PlayStation fanboys literally retweet, like, people talking about major leaps in PS5 emulation is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
I was dying. I was just seeing that earlier today.
It's like these people that, like, they missed that whole train like a while ago. I mean, like, obviously it's a resurgence, but it's just funny as hell because, like, we've been doing this shit since like fucking the PS2, basically PS1 era, or we've been doing the whole emulation thing. So it's just funny that they're all just like, you know what, guys, we should show the Sony a lesson. You should have showed them that lesson like a decade and a half ago.
A long time ago.
Like, what are you doing?
You had all the time in the world, but unfortunately, people think that everything's going to stay the same until it doesn't. And then they're just, this is the big smack to their fucking face. And you know, it's annoying. And it's not like I want to get my flowers, but like, I literally lost so many like gamer community people just because I switched to PC and I was saying how PlayStation is fucking us all over. For years now, like, literally, you chose to throw me under the bus. Like, you chose, like, people that I have actually brought up tweets from my old Twitter account to which these very same people that hate my fucking guts now were so cool and chill with me just because I was a PlayStation gamer. Now completely fucking 180, fucking hate my guts. Wish the worst on me, said some heinous things, and guess what? I was right. I was fucking right. And I don't need flowers. All right. Can you just like make amends? Anything. Stop throwing regular people under the fucking bus because you're going to fucking throat your corporation of choice. Because the corporation of choice that you were throating all this time just fucking choked you out, you stupid bitches.
honestly though, it's kind of similar to the mindset where like if you grow up in the ghetto and you leave the ghetto and everybody else stays and they look at you and they try to tear you down for leaving, it's kind of like a similar thing because there's unity in being in the same shit as everybody else and then trying to pretend like, you know, I don't know, like you're the worst for leaving and doing something else. It's just
we get it. You live amongst the whites now. I mean, whatever.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not living by the fucking white people, man. I'm not living by my own people either, man.
Yeah, white people.
Just women being friends with each other. Women are totally cool with other women up until one of them starts doing slightly better than you. Then it's like it's over.
Or she's hotter or something. Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't even need to really prove a point. All you gotta do is look at anything involving LA streamers, and there you go.
Crabs in the bucket. That's exactly what it is. Crabs in the bucket, man. They gotta keep you
delicious.
They gotta keep you down, man. But no, I think realistically, it's kind of insane that there are people out there that are trying to listen. I can never, dude. You can try to talk to me about anything with PlayStation, and I'll listen, whatever. But there's one thing you're not gonna do and try to convince me that they're somehow like offering you a better deal or like not fucking you over when you're literally supporting a store. They can charge you more because they feel like they could get away with it, bro. Like you're supporting a store that has variable pricing. I think that's crazy, bro. Like you're supporting a store that will charge you $40 for a game that's on sale because they know your history with AI and they can see you spend a lot of money in the store. So they'll charge you $40 and then they'll charge the guy that doesn't spend as much $20 or $30 because they could get away with it. It's like and you'll never know about it unless you log out of your account and look at the store and see if there's a difference in price. Like that one rule is so I keep bringing it up all the time I talk about Sony because it's so egregious to me. I can never if Steam did some shit like that, bro, I'd be losing my shit. That'd be insane. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I could never understand how that is like accepted, you know, but whatever. I mean, again, like people defend it because for them, usually those people have made playing on PlayStation an identity and not a hobby. So for them, it's like if you try to speak ill of the corporation, you're speaking ill of them, which is weird. I don't understand. Like, why would you ever tie yourself to a corporation like that? In general. It's fucking weird, but you know, that's how people are. And they take, bro, some people take real offense to that shit.
You
know, they go so far.
Motherfuckers get violent over this shit. It's kind of crazy. I've actually been arguing with a bunch of people, not necessarily a bunch of people, but people in general about how Power World is obviously popping off and a bunch of Pokemon fans just out the woodworks is like, and it's still copying Pokemon. It's like, listen, it's fine. Just you understand that if you have a PlayStation, an Xbox, or a PC, you can also play Power World. You don't have to stay with Nintendo.
Well, although I love the idea that copying a thing is bad. Like, you guys know that Kmart, Walmart wasn't around when Kmart started it. Then Walmart came around. Guess what? They did it better because at the time, Sam Walton was awesome. Or Jat 2 clearly copied the GTA format. Like, copying a thing but doing it better and opening up to a market that clearly wants something different. Yeah, that's how innovation and capitalism has kind of always fucking worked.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, like, as long as people make it distinct enough, That way it actually ends up being something that's better for whoever's consuming that versus just like, the obvious Chinese ripoff. Like, I think there's a big difference between something that's done better and something that's just like a blatant ripoff.
Right.
Yeah.
I see some people mentioning that Steam has regional pricing. Yeah, but regional pricing is different than variable pricing.
That extends beyond Steam's capabilities at that point. That's all the economy of the region itself. You can't.
Yeah, like when it comes to variable pricing, some of the examples I've seen seem to all be based in the U.S. I'm sure there are some examples that are probably region difference, but from the examples that I've seen that have been obviously reported on, verified by other sources as well, they were in the U.S. So I don't know. Ultimately, at the end of the day, though, if that's what's happening on PlayStation, I think that's insane, and I can never understand how anybody would be okay with that.
Right.
But in any case, so yeah, I think I think at this point, I mean, we talked about pretty much everything. Last thoughts overall on Sony and where this is going to go. I mean, do you think they're going to rush into the PS6? Do you think it's going to come out in 2028 like I do, or like
no? They can't. They can't afford to rush it out now because they're still trying to get the part. Well, from what the report said, they're still trying to. They're hoping that the AI cost of goods will go down, or that somebody else will enter the market that will lower the cost of goods to make the models. They cannot ship the models in their current state because they wouldn't make good enough margins. What right now, like all and everything that we've just talked about here is not even about like big dollars. It's about the little dollars. That Cassie's like opened the show saying like they've tapped out, or I think it was Cassie. They've tapped out on like all possible creativity. Like it's all like we are at a peak. There's the only way to go forward is down now, and that's because they are fighting to the death over 1% and 2% margins. Like it's that level of crazy.
Sad reality, man.
So it costs, how much does it cost right now? $960, right?
Yeah.
For a PS6, reportedly $960 to produce.
That's manufacture. Basic manufacturing cost.
Yeah, so basically $1,000 right out the gate. So just to make it. And they said that they're not going to take a loss on it, obviously, because I think they saw Steam get away with it. So now they're like, oh, we're going to not take a loss either. And yeah, I think they stopped taking a loss a long time ago. Once they started increasing the price and blaming whatever for it, the tariffs that don't exist anymore and like all that shit, like at this point, these companies have realized that people are willing to bend. So the whole like we have to sell it at a loss to get people in the ecosystem. I think they have so much faith in that ecosystem now that they believe that people will buy it no matter what. It doesn't really matter. Like as long as they keep it as something remotely explainable, not reasonable, but explainable. As long as they can keep it somewhere explainable, I think they don't care, because again, look how long it took for PlayStation 5. Obviously, PlayStation 5 had a rough start because of all the scalping and shit. But eventually, they fixed that, and now they're at like 95 million units or something like that. So almost at the 100 million mark. I don't know. I think they think they'll be fine. Personally, even at like 1,200 years.
Have you seen the console sales halt?
Because their
console sales have fallen to a 25-year low.
Well, that's because they're raising the price on old hardware. Like we have never been in a situation where they're raising the price years, like every year raising the price on old hardware. It always went down.
More than just that though. People can't afford it. They just can't afford it. It is what it is.
I push back on them not being able to afford it. It's because there is not a value in it. So
right, that's what I was
in the PS2 era days and whatnot. You had bangers coming out literally every week, so there was a reason to buy it. Now the games are taking 6, 7, 8 year development cycles, and you get like 1 or 2 games that might be worth it to the ponies that want to play these games on PlayStation a year. Like it's most people can afford what they want to afford because you'll find a way to do it. It's a matter of, is there a value there? People are valuing the PS5 less because there's nothing there that they want or need.
Just because they're raising the price doesn't change the fact that it's an older hardware.
In the grand scheme of things, I guess GTA 6 is going to prove what the deal is straight up, right? So that we have to look forward to see, at least to see what the deal is amongst the general consumer.
Well, GTA 6 is going to serve as that bridge. Right, so GTA 6 is going to be the final big game, realistically, the final big game on these generation of consoles, and the first big game on the next generation. Because for a fucking fact, there's going to be a PS6 remaster or upgraded version day one on PlayStation.
And it's not going to look any different because we fucking plateaued.
It's not. Realistically, it's not. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to do that so that Rockstar can get their extra copies from people that already have it on PS5. They want to buy it again. And, like I was saying before, the PlayStation 6, it could be more expensive than the PS5. But like Leon was saying, value perspective, you'll have people out there, and they're out there that are going to say, well, PS6 1200 versus PS5 Pro 990 or whatever it is. I'll pay the extra $200 for something that's new versus paying $1,000 for something that's considered old, like oldish. Like there's people out there that'll do that. Because again, raising the price every year doesn't mean that it's not older. It is older. It's just what it is.
It's
So
gonna be nasty work playing that shit at 30, even on a $900 system.
Did you see the report that GTA 6 is supposedly playing at 30 on PS5 Pro or something like that? Yeah.
Who was surprised at that?
I'm
GTA
not.
6 is going to be a massive compute fucking video game.
Right.
The only thing about the Pro in terms of its CPU that it's just an overclocked PS5 CPU. That shit is not running at 60, bro.
No. And actually the biggest thing is the CPU. They said that the CPU is going to hold it back from being able to do what it needs to do to be able to play that game at 60. You know? Not so much the GPU, because the only thing they got upgraded in the PS5 Pro was the GPU.
Yep.
So, I don't know, man.
This is why for my PC, I bought the 9800X 3D, even though my my graphics card, my 4080, doesn't even like match it anywhere near close. Bro, I have all that headroom from a processor perspective. I don't have to worry about that shit at all.
I'm sure there's got to be some, like, even if it's extreme on a PS5 Pro, there's got to be a performance setting on GTA 6. There has to be to get to 60. Like, even if it looks a little jank, like
it'll be at most. It seems as though there might be like a 40 FPS option. That's better than 30. 40 looks better than 30. It does help it, you know.
Bigger number would be better.
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy.
Share my screen real quick.
What's this?
But I say this being someone that has played on Steam Deck, and you do trying to find that. Oh no, trying to find that 40 FPS mark. It does make it a little better. I'm scared.
So we were tagging this on X, and Cass, you did bring this on yourself.
Oh my god, I'm watching this on my phone.
They're so beautiful. I love them. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
She would never sound that girly, bro. Never, bro.
I'm like Melee K in that. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, that is crazy.
That is not somebody who fucks moms, bro. No, absolutely not.
Correct.
Absolutely not.
That is the one
to
who
be fair, I can see Cass doing that to lure someone into a false sense of security before she puts a knife in their back. Like,
nope. Not
Oh,
even
yeah,
that.
for sure.
I
feel like-
I take after my grandmother. She hated receiving flowers because she would tell people outright they die. Like, yo, that shit used to be crazy to me back in the day.
She ain't wrong.
Whose hand was that, though? That's what I want to know. Who was giving the flowers?
That was Dorito Pope.
Oh, fair.
The biggest dono of the stream is the one. Is the guy.
Only time I've ever seen her that happy is when she drinks Pepsi. It's the only time I've ever seen it. Every other time,
Absolutely.
not so much.
Shout out. I mean that, and when she got gears, that was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Let's catch up on Supers real quick. Kicking down on Twitter too. Remember when Sony only sold TV and VHS type shit? Yeah. China with 12 months. I just moved to Uzbekistan. Did I say that right? Uzbekistan. For better job and pay. Uzbekistan. For better job and pay, all the kids have PlayStation. No one has Xbox or PC. It's not a huge market, but I thought it was interesting.
well, see, actually, can we talk about this for just a quick moment? So when Cass was talking about the fact that Marvel Tokon is needing the PSN sign in and whatnot, that is specifically because those countries have. Now, I'm not saying this is right or wrong, mind you, but that the reason, because me and Wizard and I think Seb, we were talking about this last week. Those markets are effectively PlayStation only markets, so they can force that and not have basically have no repercussions for it.
I mean, keep in mind we were talking about I think a couple of SNHs ago, but I'll just bring it back up again. In Japan, living space is very, very difficult. Like the square footage is very small. So when people were asking like who would be interested in something like a Steam machine that is like a small little box, places like that, like you guys got to remember, sometimes we tend to forget we live in places that there's way more living space, unless obviously you're in some city or something like that. But even then, in Japan, in places like Japan, some of the living spaces are so tight. So that's why PC gaming is not huge over there. That's why they love Nintendo over there, because Nintendo consoles are notoriously smaller. They're usually way smaller or portable, and that's what they go for. So, even though this person, says it's a smaller market, China says it's a smaller market, still, like, those markets matter, and they think about stuff when they're designing things like that. So
people have to keep in mind that this is a lifelong Xbox brand situation. Xbox has never done like exceptionally well outside of America. In some places, pretty decent, okay, but in most places outside of America, Xbox has never been exceptional by any means. But when it really turned for the worse is when the US market gave up on Xbox with the Xbox One. So
Yeah.
And it's
China,
never been the
thank you
same.
though. Thank you for 12 months. Pyroraptor 5, Master Chief. Guys, TTS does not work on SNH. PlayStation, where greed has no limits and obscene pride will have consequences. The irony of using the Master Chief voice for a PlayStation comment is just ironic.
It's funny.
Especially since it's now available on PlayStation. Mitchell with a 5 as a member of the PC Master Race. Many of us thought all physical media was over around the PS4 era. No hate, waifu battle. My vote for Fake Wizard.
Oh,
Fake
no.
Wizard will never be in the waifu battle. ever.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Oh, no.
I'm sure. Considering I hosted, I'm pretty sure.
Mitchell, I also don't know if this is entirely true. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel now, thanks to Wizard, a member of the PC Master Race. That doesn't mean that we thought the physical media was over, just that there were options because, again, the consumer gets to choose, and that's the entire foundation of again, the way our property system has always worked. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Even if someone's been playing on PC for years now, I never once thought physical media was over, or at least that it should be over. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of us saw it coming, but
well, keep in mind, I'm probably aside from maybe Cassie, I've probably been playing PC longer than anybody here, most likely, and I still got consoles to collect certain games that I wanted to collect physically. Even up to the PS5. Like I waited, I think like almost 3 years to get a PS5 because I didn't want to pay a scalper. So I waited until I had my opportunity to buy it at MSRP, which was I think $500 at the time. And I bought Stellar Blade physical because I wanted to. I wanted to have that in the collection. And even though my PS5 collection is like fucking almost nothing, still at the end of the day, like I want.
Story for other PS5 owners.
Fair considering there's no games, but yeah, I wanted to have that physically. I wanted to have that option because I don't have that option on PC, sadly. So, but again, people like me though, it doesn't matter. They don't care. I always like having those options. It's good, but you're not going to have it anymore. So it's so funny to me how the weirdest thing about all this is that the console super fans, again, I'm not talking about people that play on console. There's a difference. You can play on console without being a gremlin, right? But the people out there that take it way so far, that make the weirdest like apples and oranges comparisons and stuff like that. I just want to say that I find it very funny that the people that would shit on PC, right, for not having all the stuff that supposedly consoles have, you guys are now playing in the same dirt that we've been playing in, because you're not going to have your physical copies anymore. You're going to be only digital. And now the real comparisons begin because you have nothing else. I don't really think there is anything else that can make you stand out. I always thought that the physical media aspect of it was really what made consoles stand out. The whole get a disc or get a cartridge and put in your system.
A lot of console gremlins didn't even value physical media for over a decade now. They didn't even care about that. It's just simply their dedication to hyping the brand, cheerleading the brand, pom-poms for the brand. That's been their dedication. So
yeah. Yamato says, will I impress Cassie if I hug and kiss my PlayStation? This motherfucker in a lunchroom?
I mean, it'd be funny.
He's in it looks like he's in an Olive Garden, actually.
Yeah, are you eating avocado
That's
toast?
some fancy shit, brother. Damn, YouTube's paying good, man. What is that?
Yo.
What is that, bro? You got that vegan shit? What is that? Is that a fake burger?
This man has sausages on the plate. That's pretty fancy.
Pretty fucking fancy. Why is every thumbnail of Wizard always looks like he's smelling some nasty shit?
Because
the click-through rate is impossibly good.
I don't know if anybody's ever caught on to the meme of Jodie Whittaker's face, like her facial expressions from Doctor Who. That's Wizard in a nutshell, except he's everywhere with that same face. It just confuses the shit. It's
funny,
crazy.
dude. I'm telling you.
It's so fucking hilarious.
I don't have either that or he's sad, like one of the two.
Yeah.
It's always
welcome home.
It's very sad.
I wish my character had a nose. I would totally do the same thing. Just always look like you're smelling something shit. Where we at?
You have the squint though. The squint still works.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. Camchi with a 99. Dunno. First, I haven't bought a Sony product for 2 or 3 years. Second, it could be bluffing, similar with the disc leak data. Third, waiting more to drop off as it takes time to hurt them. So let's see. Fair enough. Thank you for the 10. Well, like I said before, a company one backlash is never going to kill a massive company like this.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot. It takes many, many, many years for the chickens to come home, you know, to roost. So I don't know. But thank you for the 99. Arepa with a 2. Seiko with the Saturn got overconfident. 2 failed.
299.
Unfortunate. Thank you for the 2. Benjamin with a 10. Like it or not, seems like Davos won. The only way forward is to steal or just to not play the game. Can we even still vote with our wallets? Governments and charity organizations can fund through taxes. I think you can. I mean, I will say that there is a lot of subsidization that is going on. Obviously, we know that in these corporations. I mean, look at Xbox. They literally subsidize almost their entire fucking failure of a lineup for the last few years, all with Minecraft money, you know, because Minecraft makes that level of disgusting money. But even then,
it is amazing.
Even with that, look where they're at now. You know what I mean? So like eventually, if you keep fucking around, you'll find out. It's only a matter of time. Sometimes it takes 10 years. Sometimes it takes 15. You know, sometimes it takes 1, 5. Just depends. But the bigger the company, the longer it takes. Thank you for the 10. Eternal Brandon with $1. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Magnum with the 10. We this is one that we read? No. Yes. But I'll read it anyway. Nancy Pelosi has 60% return on investment, which is 3 times that of Warren Buffett's record. Do you think that Nancy Pelosi is smarter than Warren Buffett? No, obviously not. Thank you for the 10. Magnum with a 5. I'm a dog, and I bark the truth. Interesting. Thank you for the 5. And Magnum with another 10. Any insider of a company selling their shares is a gigantic red flag or a flag about a red flag. Either way, smart investors will pull out like Joe Biden in Afghanistan.
Hey,
I like the political references today. It's interesting. Nice. Thank you for the 10. Nonstop Dre with a 2. This is why collecting TCGs is popular. Ownership. But fun fact. Go ahead, Sheep. Go ahead, and I'll follow.
I was about to say another major factor to the TCG scene is just the secondhand market, basically. If you could deem it that, because scalpers will definitely they'll definitely upcharge you on cards and stuff like that. And then of course, if you're looking for specific cards, you have different outlets that aren't the official outlets for where you can get these cards that would sell them to you at just like, you know, a standard price or something.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sheep. It's not like this box right here is worth more than a PlayStation fucking 5.
I don't understand what you're saying either. It's not like this book right here might be worth more than a PlayStation 5 either. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say there. There's an ancient you in here. I forgot about that.
I was going to say, fun fact. If they could get the level of, you know, purchases that they get with physical TCG versus digital, because digital does exist, right. They would. And even more of a fun fact, the Pokemon official TCG game on the phones apparently makes disgusting money, which makes me disgustingly sad because bro, you're out here
people never learn
collecting digital fucking cards like that.
Well, I don't know. It's collecting. The game itself is not bad.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know about Pokemon Online, but if it's anything like Magic the Gathering, Magic the Gathering Online makes it, which is different than MTG Arena. Magic the Gathering Online makes stupid amounts of money because the digital cards are almost always infinitely cheaper than physical ones. So what a lot of people do is they'll buy the digital ones to test like deck strats and whatnot. They'll
that makes sense.
Several tournament stuff, and then when they find a build that works, like, okay, now I'll commit to buying the real thing.
Yeah, I get that. I get the playing the game and like practicing and shit, because nobody wants to, like, you can't be traveling to people's houses, you know, 7 days a week, fucking playing the game and practicing. Obviously, you can, but that'd be insane.
Now with that attitude,
well, also the TCG Pocket game is not the same as the regular card game.
Oh, see, MTG Online is that Arena isn't. And that's the one that normies play, but MTG Online is like rule for rule and card for card the exact same as
the Yu-Gi-Oh games were pretty much the same too.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is probably like the place to like if you want the official play style. It's
right.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I remember playing on the Game Boy Advance the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. It was so much fun.
Yeah, they have the early days collection. For those that don't know, they have it on Steam. I think it's like $30.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. It saved my watch later, but I've got like because I don't really consume Yu-Gi-Oh content. I do Magic the Gathering, but not Yu-Gi-Oh. But I've got this video that's like testing the OG starter decks. It's the Yugi, Kaiba, Pegasus, and Joey. And so in the modern day of Yu-Gi-Oh, they're going back to like the 2002 version, whatever. Just test the starter decks. I think it's gonna be a wild video.
We'll see.
I mean, you'd have to get rid of some of the cards because they're banned.
Yeah, that's the shit that really pisses me off about the current scene. Aside from just like all this extra, like, oh, now we've got a way to just flood the whole field in like the first turn of the damn game. No, there's no strategy anymore. It's just like I'd go on a tangent. Let me shut up.
Is Pot of Greed still banned?
It's still one per deck.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Even with my level of autism, I could never do Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
I loved Yu-Gi-Oh so much. It was
Yu-Gi-Oh so fucking.
I love the manga and the anime. Just the game I couldn't do. I went straight from Pokemon to Magic.
I'm sorry.
That's fair. Magic always felt like the adult game. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I was younger, Magic felt like the game that you would play when you just lost your childhood. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. Like when you're dead inside, you go play Magic. You know, like you got some life in you still.
Duel Masters was like basically the anime clone of Magic the Gathering is better by default. Shut up, everybody.
There you go. Fair. Dante with a 2. GOL is like Pokemon doing a series about Misty. Oh my god. God of War Laffy Taffy. It's terrible. Magnum Norris with a 10. If we don't make communism illegal, the productive people will pay double for video games. Well, we'll see how that goes, Magnum. Thank you for the 10. Dante with a 2. I wish HD DVD best Blu-ray because Sony has the patent. They have the patent for that, really?
For Blu-rays?
I guess. Thank you for the 2. Camchi with a 189. I think you missed my chat. Sony barely use other IPs. Did I? No, I thought I clicked it. I'm pretty sure I did. It's grayed out. Let me just double check. Where are you? Camchi. No, I think I clicked it. I'll find it and we'll go over it again. But thank you, man. Appreciate it. Great hit with a 2. Chewbacca. It doesn't work. Hypno, take Chewy to brunch tomorrow with Wizard. No, me and Wizard, we can't even stream together anymore. It's terrible. You guys have completely
you ruined it. You guys ruined it. Destroyed it.
Camchi 189. Yeah. Also, Sony made a lot of backlash and ignored IP
back on Tuesday.
Long. Right? Camchi, thank you for the 189. I appreciate that. And then over on Rumble, Horrid Soul gifted a membership. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that very, very much. And Torin with a 2. One-sided automated haggling should be illegal. Well, I see you buy lots of stuff from us. We'll give you an extra character slot for $10,000. God, I don't even want to. Torin, thank you, bro.
Wow.
The future is near. Let's just say that. Sean Sora with $1. Have you all seen the news that Brazil is wanting to pass a law, if approved, will give customer full ownership for digital games? Yeah, I saw they're jumping in the stop killing games conversation, which is good. I mean, the more people that do, the better. I saw China. China said that you could pass it down now, like it's considered.
You can pass your account to
dude. When I saw that, I was like, "Why is China, the commie bastard, having better consumer protection laws than us?"
Again, China's doing some shit that America should be doing.
It's kind of disgusting when you think about it. Marcos, yes, we're playing
camps. I'm kind of digging China, man.
We're playing tonight, Marcos. We're playing after this stream. We're gonna do an SNH play. It's gonna be like 7 or 8 of us. The blacks will actually be there. Kata and Atreus.
Okay, they claim they'll be there.
Yeah, well, it's video games. Man. It's not actual like conversation, so it's easier for them. But
I believe them.
They'll be there. Listen, it's fine. It's literally like running around, capturing creatures. They're used to that. It's like ancestral.
But anyway. They're used to being the creatures that get caught.
This is their opportunity.
No, that's not
true. To the occasion.
Yikes,
that's not true. They get used to capture creatures too. They're technically the original
capture their
Pokemon
own
trainers. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly. Deadeye's Lock for $1. Wizard eating Dr. Seuss green sauce and sausage. That's one way to explain it. Sean Sora with $1. I made a choice after PlayStation decision. After last PS5 physical game is released, I will not buy a PS6 and switch over to PC and Switch 2 in 2028. I need a guide for PC. Bro, Sean Sora, there is so much information out there. You can easily find it. It's going to be super easy. I'm telling you.
It's also not that hard.
It really isn't. It really isn't. Are we doing Assassin's Creed gameplay again? Not tonight. It'll probably be either tomorrow or Monday. Definitely Monday, if not Sunday. So we'll see. But yeah. All right. That pretty much catches up on all of that. We can talk about the Xbox stuff. kind of go over all the nonsense happening over there, man, because that's like the opposite end of everything. Because Xbox, dude, everybody's getting fired. Like everybody, you got studios closing, studios going independent, Compulsion Games going independent. You think that's gonna save them? Compulsion Games?
No, it's just speed on their demise, dude. You can't be okay. People forget, like, yeah, we talk about what was that dumb black person game? South of Midnight, right? They also did We Happy Few. We Happy Few, when that game was announced, I was stoked. I was hyped. That looked like to be one of the coolest games of its generation.
It was pretty cool.
That shit. I played it twice. It fucking sucked. I never touched it again. Compulsion Games has always been bad. Them going independent, there's gonna be like they were being subsidized by Xbox for years. There's no way they're succeeding on their own.
I just wonder, realistically, like, what's the strategy there, other than, I don't know, ego, hubris? Because they still had to fire people. It's not like they went independent and were saved by, private investors or something. Like, they still had to fire a ton of people. They're rocking with a smaller team. Like, realistically, what are they going to be able to do without the subsidization of Xbox? Or, I don't see.
What do you mean, what are they going to do? They're going to put out East of 2 a.m.
Well, obviously, I know like what the end result's going to be, but I'm just trying to think from their point of view, their strategy. Like, what? I mean, did you see the video that Laura Fryer put out about these studios? She specifically showcased documentary footage from Double Fine and Compulsion Games, and in the documentary footage with Double Fine, they were talking about anything other than making video games. They were talking about how they have the best view from their corporate office next to this like river or some shit. And it's a little more expensive, but people enjoy being, working there every day. They have a yoga studio inside of the actual studio so that their employees can go do yoga during the workday. And they have like lunch and what do you call it? Like a cafeteria. Bro, I'm like, the fuck is this adult daycare shit? This is running rampant all throughout the industry, a literal adult daycare. Yep. I don't understand like the amount of money that gets wasted on this bullshit when you guys should. This is why you take $100 million, you give it to an Eastern studio. There's a way higher chance that they're going to put something out that's decent versus taking $100 million and giving it to one of these fucking one of these studios. It's unbelievable. It's like they don't want to buckle down. They don't want to work. It's that typical Silicon Valley shit. You work 8 hours a day, 6 of it, you're really doing nothing. It's like, and then you wonder why you're constantly missing deadlines. You wonder why you're constantly going over budget. You're wondering why you're constantly suffering when your games don't do the numbers that they're supposed to do. It's because you're wasting all this money and then you end up releasing games that have the reach of like one of my YouTube videos. It's like, what the fuck? What are we fucking doing?
Worse.
What are we honestly doing?
I mean, the only thing I can think of by them cutting them separate is, reducing the amount of layoffs that appear on paper, at least at this point, and saying you're either gonna sink or float, and now it's up to you, right? And then down the line, cut it, and then use the excuse of, well, we gave it a chance. It was not working. You failed on your own.
Yeah.
Because the number of layoffs right now, it's huge. Like the numbers, they're huge.
Well, for me, I think that generally speaking, Xbox would just kind of let their devs do anything, which I think would have worked like 30 years ago. Like I think Phil Spencer's mindset would have worked like 30 years ago when developers were naturally ambitious. Now you have to beg developers to do the most minute of things, and it takes them like months to fulfill even the smallest like requests. So like that's the type of people you're working with now. And to have those types of people making, nonsensical games that appeal to nobody and that everybody knows is never going to make it off the ground. Like unfortunately, Phil Spencer's whole mindset of like free reign artistry, it doesn't make sense for the times because your developers are not ambitious people anymore. They just
like that
there for the paycheck.
Like that stupid pottery game where you made your pot and then you were fighting with each other. Like, yeah, like that game is so stupid. And it came out of, well, basically we just wanted to give a break to developers so they could pursue whatever stories they had in their head and then we'll make it happen. It's like, we don't need a game like that. We
everything
don't.
that Double Fine, freaking Compulsion, like all of them were making at least like one nonsensical game for themselves, and nobody else is
Right.
just
And
like
nobody reined them
crazy.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Mhm.
problem. It's like and it's crazy because Laura Fryer did say that the corporate culture was to be more hands off. Like that's how Xbox was with Phil Spencer and whatnot. So like to be hands off, and if they had like if the developers had a vision for something, just do it, and we'll figure out like how to fund it. And they flat out told them, don't worry about sales. It's like, bro, you really telling your people like you're in the sales business? I've never seen any other sales business that says don't worry about sales.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like I get the whole like if you're trying to say don't worry about it, we'll figure it out, just work on the game and give us an update. Okay, maybe we could have that conversation, but you're just flat out telling them, yeah, don't worry about sales, it's fine. We'll just figure it out. We'll just make it work. It's because they were being subsidized so hard, and it's insane. And again, actually, I want to cover this because this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. This shit is egregious. The fact that Asha Chalmers said that some of their studios.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
14 levels of fucking management, brother.
Like,
That is crazy.
Like 10 layers more than you need.
Yeah.
Bro, apparently, I don't know if you guys could confirm this. Apparently now Xbox has a COO. They haven't had a COO until now.
That's correct.
Fucking insane. It's insane. What are you doing?
They were not doing anything.
I
just Bond, baby.
This is
leader of the year.
Bro, this is literally like when you want to talk about bloat, you want to talk about like overspending, you want to talk and like anything related to that. This is the prime example of literally all of that. There's no fucking reason you should have 14 levels of management decision to go through in any studio before you get an answer. And you wonder why these games sometimes are so mismanaged, because you might have 6 say yes, but then you get to the 7th and they say no. Or you might have 13 say yes, and you get to the 14 and they're like, yeah, no. And it took like a month to get to those 14 people. Like, it just doesn't, make any sense.
Or the reverse. You could have somebody way high management saying this is a good idea, and then they don't talk to the developers or people that actually understand marketing, and then they push slop out because they don't understand it, and that's a directive. So it could work both ways.
Either or. It just really shows how ridiculous it was over there. And even now, I think she said that it was going to be like at most 3 or 4 people. I'm like, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Still going through like 4.
So yeah, she said that their goal is 3 at the worst 5, and so I think 3 levels of management for depending on like the type of project. Because my assumption is she doesn't mean like it's stacked. I would imagine be like lateral. Okay, you got dude management when it comes to actual coding and development. Someone for maybe like art direction and music. Somebody out here for like marketing. That's my hope, is that it's lateral as opposed to going up a chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually a good comment that here too. That's not necessarily 14 managers. That's 14 layers of management. So there could be multiple managers in each layer. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we spending this much money, bro? It's crazy. I mean, listen, it's not my money. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, there has to be a conversation, dude. Because when you got studios like Shift Up, literally blowing your backs out. Shift Up has, I think, how many people working over there now? Like 150, 200, something like that. Now they kind of kind of expanded a little bit when they went public and after Stellar Blade's success. They got like 200. I mean, Bungie, there was at one point, Bungie was at like 1,300 people, and then it dropped to 1,100, then 800, and now it's like at 500 or whatever. Ubisoft, I'm not going to talk about Ubisoft. Ubisoft has like, bro, they had 3,000 people touch Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's crazy. I don't know. It's just
2-hour credits.
Literally, it's just I just don't get it, man. I don't understand, and I think that it shows the confidence that comes with a comfortable mindset. I think Xbox was very comfortable. Microsoft was making a ton of money from Minecraft. and they're like, yeah, it's fine. Minecraft keep funding us. It's all good. We're fine. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's because they thought that the projects they were funding, at least a little over half of them were going to be successful. But I mean, come to find out, most of them just weren't. Most of them were just being subsidized to feed the machine that was Game Pass, and Game Pass itself was losing money. So Game Pass was losing money. Most of the games going on Game Pass were losing money. It was just too much. It was too much, even for the insane amount of money that Minecraft was making. And another thing too is that Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if you guys saw that. Elder Scrolls
we talked about this a
Online.
few months ago. It was raking in millions just per month.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online was making money, like good money. And instead of taking that money and reinvesting it into Elder Scrolls Online and helping that team, they were taking the profits from that game to subsidize other games in Xbox. So they were fucking over that game and the players that were supporting that game and potential content that that game could have. Instead of doing that, they put it into other projects that nobody was asking for. You know, it's like
I think I figured it out.
What's
Xbox is like ogres. Xbox has layers.
Oh my
ogres
God.
have layers.
Oh my God! Of course you would. I just really believe that you can make these games. It's fine. Like most people don't want them, but you make whatever game you want.
Yeah.
But the question becomes, why are you making these? And again, it's not my money, don't care. But why are you making games like South of Midnight with $100 million? Like, where the fuck does $100 million equate to South of Midnight? Like, how does that compute? It just doesn't. Like South of Midnight, I've seen, bro. South of Midnight has a bigger budget than Expedition 33. Expedition 33 costs like $12 million. Why the fuck does South of Midnight cost 100? Like, what does it offer? Like, I understand, like the gaming media, you know, South of Midnight, it makes them feel good. Like, it's their.
I was gonna say that's what it offers: diversity,
It's their,
equity, inclusion.
it's their fifis. Yeah, I get that. But are your fifis really worth $80 million? And your supposed best friends at that studio being laid off?
Your fifis
Like,
are worth 80 million tick bites, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like-
I don't know, man. I just
Not
it
the
just
Fifi.
Yamato's right. I'm sorry. It offers yoga classes. I'm sorry. There you go. $80 million. Yeah.
Yoga
KCD2
classes
costs
and safe
$40
spaces.
million. It's ridiculous, bro. It needs to end. Well, it is ending. So somewhat. That's what they say anyway. We'll see. Because they say it's ending, but realistically, like, I don't really know if it's going to. They might be firing people, but I feel like bad habits die hard. And you know, new CEO and everything, sure. But I don't know. We have to see. We have to see how Gears of War E-Day is. We have to see how other video games they come up with, like Clockwork Revolution. I actually kind of like Clockwork Revolution. I thought it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
Same.
But we'll see how that game ends up being. We have no idea. Cass, I see you got to give the game up. You got to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to head off to work, but we'll
Lame.
be jumping in with y'all for Power
Fucking
World.
working
so-
lady. Jeez.
I know, right?
You gotta be there tonight, right?
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah. I already downloaded it on my laptop, so all I got to do is set up at work and stuff, and I'll jump in.
Yay.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah. But
Thanks.
no shout outs to Lindo, who said, I heard you like flowers. Motherfucker, I do not like flowers. All right. Flowers are, I guess I can appreciate a good gesture, but fuck flowers.
Now,
Uh,
however, that game there is not. It's actually pretty good. I like it.
I believe it or not, that's one of the first PS4 games I ever bought because there was nothing else to play
That's fair.
on PS4 when you
So
got a launch
sad.
system. So I remember those days. It was rough. But guys, thank y'all so much for having me. It was really fun chopping it up with y'all. I really appreciate everything. Guys, go check out Cult Classic Cage on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Twitter, all that good stuff every Thursday night. Twilight Zone of Gaming is a live stream to which you and many others could indulge in bullying me for sometimes 8+ hours a night. Look forward to videos and all that good stuff, man. Yes, I guess I like being punished.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
whoa.
You're learning something.
Whoa.
Wow.
Flowers
Versus
out.
And
serial
thus
killer
a
thing.
million more AI
comes
things.
flowers.
I'm out. Peace. Bye.
You just sealed your own
It
AI
just like-
fate,
Damn
Cassie.
it.
Found
I
out.
know.
Found out
It's happening now.
flowers of the cheddar bay
Wah,
biscuit.
wah.
Oh, I gotta tell you about that story. I don't know if y'all know about that one. But so me and my wife, we went before we got married, like we went to Red Lobster in another city. And she was just chowing down on the cheddar bay biscuits. And this is around the time I got banned off Twitter. But I showed her the tweet that I got banned for. She laughed at it. and then the discussion continued, and she just dropped the N bomb, like soft A, and I was just like, it was smooth as hell. She looked
Nice.
at me, and I was like, so I need to give you more cheddar biscuits, then is what I'm hearing. Okay,
Nice.
so I learned something
She's
about
into
her.
that race play, man.
Wow.
Yes.
Sheep gets called master with an A, not an ER.
Soft
You
A.
got-
Soft A. Hard
soft
R is
A.
like hard R is just like I feel like you're trying too hard. Calm down.
It's a little white. You gotta do soft A. That makes it diverse.
Basically.
Benjamin with a 2, Green Eggs and Grits Sheep by Dr. DeSeuss.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, Benjamin. Some days, $4.99. Back in my day, you had to do your job and do it well. And in my great grandpappy dad, you do the job or get the whip cracked.
True.
Sounds accurate. Thank you for the $4.99. Ghost Hunter with a 5. It was great to hear from id Software after the layoffs. Yeah, did you guys hear they're supposedly working on a new Doom game?
Yeah.
With like 1/3 of the
yes.
team.
Good luck.
But you know, the thing is though, you say good luck, but it's like that's what they
they'll
used to
probably get
do.
better.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do. Like the smaller teams, bro. Listen, there's a reason for big teams, sure, but like smaller teams, you can manage people better. You can see what's happening on a daily basis better. Like nothing, like things slipping under the cracks are less likely to happen. Like smaller teams that are talented usually work better than bigger teams that are bloated. You know?
Dude,
make a
I
prediction.
told this story. I think I told on stream on my show the other day. I was watching this video that was going over how the internet reacted to Sonic the Hedgehog in 1991 when it first came out. So he was going to like old Usenet posts and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he moved on to like 1992 when Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was announced, and there were people being like, "Dude, they upped the development team from 9 people to 12." Like Sonic fans in the 90s were freaking out about them going from 9 people to 12.
It was a major thing. Yeah, so I have faith in them. Yeah, Steve, what are you gonna say?
I was about to say the same thing with Game Freak. As well known as Game Freak is for Pokemon, they still have a team of about like a couple hundred people, and it's been that way since like the 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine.
Sometimes if they have smaller teams, it works better because they can be a thing as to having too many meetings. If you have too big of a team, then you spend most of your time in meetings catching up over what the other meetings were about.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I do have faith in id Software, so we'll see it. We'll see how it goes.
Can I make
Hopefully.
a prediction?
Sure.
Ooh.
I expect that id Software or id Interactive, whoever's working on the next Doom game or Quake, we're going to find out that they were using AI.
Yep.
Well, because their team is small.
reduction-
Their team is smaller. Yeah.
The team is being reduced, and they are now being propositioned to use things like Unreal Engine 6 and AI.
Would that really be shocking, considering that the new CEO is somebody with AI experience and is advocating to? Because I do believe she's there to push that. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right?
That's why the controversy made no sense, to have everybody coming out the woodwork. Oh my gosh, there's one person left. The whole team is gone forever. R.I.P. Doom. Okay, 24 hours before you were saying that, we found out they got a mandate that said they need to create a Quake, Doom, and Wolfenstein games. 3, not 1, 3 different mainline games.
Yeah.
That means it's going to be we're cutting the fat and start making games with AI. That's what's going to happen.
As it should, by the way.
As it should.
I'm just saying, maybe AI will keep these fucking 6 to 8 year development cycles at bay. Because y'all remember back in the PS2, we had all in one generation Jak and Daxter, and Jak 2, and Jak 3, and Jak X Combat Racing. Then you had the shitty Jak Lost Frontier. Wasn't good, but the point is, we have 5 fucking games in one console generation, motherfuckers.
No, I remember. I don't know if anybody else is as clued in on the language that Activision back before they got Activision Blizzard and shit like that. They were doing they had a contract with like Treyarch and I'm forgetting who, Infinity Ward, where it's like they were going to release a new Call of Duty game every year, like, and just kind of alternate between the dev teams. I thought that was pretty ingenious to keep the money flow going for Activision, but they clearly fucked that up somewhere like around the third or fourth game within that contract deal. So that's pretty funny to me.
We got Secret Final Boss for the 5. There are military branches who don't have 14 levels of management ranks among their enlisted and their officers. Yeah, well, you know, corporate America. What can I say? Adair Soto, thank you for the 5. Adair Soto with the 5. Don't forget about the documentary South of Midnight as well. Yeah, dude, it's crazy because if you go back to the first time we talked about South of Midnight, that documentary was such a red flag to me, dude, because like this small fucking studio getting a literal professionally made documentary that must have at least cost $50K at the bare minimum, like full production crew, travel costs, everything like that. Probably more, to be honest with you. I mean, like seeing this team get that and it ultimately just being a massive, like, what's the word? Like advertisement for the culture at the studio. Like nothing even about the game, just really like the culture. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, bro? This is such a waste of money. And it was a red flag.
From Mars puts out documentaries every like 2 weeks on YouTube.
Right. And that's why I said, like, why like you could make these games. Nobody's saying you can't make these games. I'm just saying that maybe you shouldn't be making these games with a budget of 100 million for a video game that gets less purchases than I get views on YouTube. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get a lot of views on YouTube, right? So I mean lately I have been, thankfully, but like I really don't usually. So because I'm all about live streams, but it's like, bro, your reach is so small and your budget is so big. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, bro. Like in any other world, okay, it's like building a mansion with the budget of a 1-bedroom house. Like, how are you gonna do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Lincoln Logs,
particle board.
What?
They get all out of particle board.
No, stop. It's disgusting. Scrap came over to 2. Hey, Ibdo sent you a gift. Sent it through Leon. Oh no.
Hey, yo, what you?
Ew.
That sounds.
Oh yeah, no,
awful.
he did make a image that for me to send to you. Yeah.
Yo, Howie's saying the budget big gay toxin. Stop.
Yeah, that's not gay, bro. Calm down.
Nothing gay, bro. He sees gay in everything. Mind you, this is the same dude who told me on stream in the comments live in front of hundreds of people that he's caked up. That's what he said.
What?
Oh, yikes, dude.
One man telling another man that he's caked up. I'm never gonna let it go because like this shit's gay as fuck.
It
gay.
is.
Jesus.
Gay.
Just subsidize it, easy work. Yeah, well, I guess that's the answer. Scrap Gamer, thank you for the 2. Amago Lewis, 13 months. I could have sired a bastard child and been done paying child support by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Maybe the same thing would fall out. Yeah, that's true. He ain't lying there.
Oh,
you are
dude,
not lying there.
Are we going to talk about that, by the way? The fact that Asha Sharma may have brought down the band hammer on fucking
making them make a Fallout game.
Yeah, she reined their asses in. And it's crazy because I was saying, like, bro, so many times I was like, somebody used to walk into the fucking office at Bethesda and grab Todd Howard and smack him across the face and be like, you need to rein the fuck in and stop fucking around and clearly taking advantage of. And I honestly, I can't even blame him. I can't blame him because, like, if you have a boss that lets you get away with anything, most people probably
get away with anything.
Yeah, most people are gonna take advantage of it, truthfully. And that's what was happening at Xbox. They would just hands off. They were like, you know what? We're not going to put our hands on Bethesda. We're not going to put our hands on Obsidian. We're not going to put our hands on any of these companies because their legacy means more to us than anything. And we're just gonna be hands off. You know, it's fucking stupid. What are you doing?
Amazon has spent millions on the Fallout show, which whether people like it or not is irrelevant. It does numbers. The Fallout show was like did numbers for Amazon more than like Rings of Power. Not that that's saying much, but the point is, you've got a bunch of new eyes on Fallout right now. You've got an entirely new market to potentially tap into, and you're doing like 30-day crossover events of Fallout 76. You're already in closed ecosystem. You're not bringing new people to Fallout 76 and online and MMO with your fucking Fallout show, but you might bring people to Fallout 5 when you integrate it with the, again, whether you like the show or not, it's irrelevant. Marketing wise, there's an entirely new crossover there. Why would you not capitalize on that?
I don't know. I really
with last season when they were supposed to get the Fallout 3 remake. Why didn't you drop that?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't even need to be a new game. You're right. It could just be fucking Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
For what reason have you not remastered Fallout 3? For what
More-
reason have you not remastered New
Mhm.
Vegas? You own Obsidian.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Asha could be here for what 150 something days, maybe less, and up there, Obsidian's making a Fallout. Okay, so that means Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys make whatever you want. It is
Yep.
your art. Video games are just art. That's all they are is art."
Oh my
Shut
god.
the fuck
Oh my
up.
It
goodness.
disgusts me
Fuck
that
you.
Blair Warlock, he says any Fallout game will get woke marketing. That's irrelevant. We're talking about business and marketing, like just very obvious shit they should do. Like any ideological element is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, you got God knows how many millions of new eyes on your IP, and you didn't do the bare minimum to even, again, Wizards, right? You don't even need Fallout 5 to remaster the most famous game in the franchise, Fallout 3 or New Vegas, either one.
Or what about 1 and 2? What about 1 and 2?
People have been
Remaster
begging for
those?
remakes of 1 and 2 for decades. Now, frankly, I would rather they didn't, but you're right. Or 1 and 2.
But also, all right. When did the Xbox come out? 2022? No, 2020. Right? You got the Xbox Series. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that right before that released was when they made the big announcement. Bethesda has now been acquired by Microsoft.
And they did nothing with it.
A fucking week before the Xbox Series pre-orders went up. I know because I bought it because I was like, oh, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be out soon. And then that's gonna be a console exclusive. Fuck you, Phil Spencer. Fuck you, Sarah Bond. You people.
That's one of the
suck.
things. A lot of console people, a lot of people who are like more console than PC, and what they have a lot of is hope for those same platforms to follow through on their statements and stuff. I've seen a lot, and I learned a lot, but I've seen a lot of, I guess you could say, promises fall through when it comes to a lot of these things. Like, Kate is not here, so I can quickly mention it. Scalebound, that one,
yeah.
And then like
he always gets mad at Scalebound.
Yeah, like Perfect Dark, which was a fucking rug pull, and then a bunch of other shit that was released. Was announced, I guess you should say, on top of like PlayStation basically going like full either single player or live service, and that fucked them over royally. Nintendo basically doing Nintendo makes fun games, but their games are always the same. That's their problem.
Yeah,
and I think that's why people like Power World so much. People too. You said what?
I think that's why people like Power World so much.
Yeah,
it took multiple formulas, some of which were Nintendo formulas, and it did something different.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. That's the point of, like, as I would put it, and as Leon would put it, capitalism is to learn from your competition and then do something better, do something more innovative, and spur them to do something better. That's the point.
And
evolve
then,
with each other.
Not only was the game really good and it sold a lot of copies, but the the company itself has been super transparent.
Yes,
with fans, they engage with fans. We're not raising our prices. Like, we're gonna stay at $30. The game is out. It's done.
That had to be I don't know if anybody.
And they were also very transparent too with everything that had to do with the lawsuit too, and the changes. And when they got sued by Nintendo, immediately they made the changes, and they said, okay, well, we're taking this part out of the early release, we're swapping it out, this is what we're doing to make sure that we're compliant. So, like, and they were very transparent with everybody else, so they didn't try to hide it. They said, hey, I'm sorry, this is why we're doing it. They explained the rationale for it, and people will rally behind transparency.
It's one of the other things. It's funny because you look at Pocket Pair and them announcing that they're going to keep the price at $30 for the game at retail, street price basically, and this basically falls into the category of shills. But Pokemon fans, y'all really got no excuse, because those leaked documents, if you will, stating that like Nintendo or Pokemon were looking to to increase the price from 60 to like a higher number, and also keep the dual version game, while basically giving you less. They're going to throw DLC in there, which means And on top of that, they're trying to sell both versions to individual customers. So, one customer buys both versions as opposed to what Pokemon is founded on, which is basically trading and battling with friends and whatnot. But they're basically going to charge you about half the price, if not more, of a Nintendo Switch 2 to play their game, to experience everything in their game. That's pretty fucking sad in comparison to it's not even sad. It is worth less than a boot under a sea urchin's dirt, than a dirt under a sea urchin's boot for what Pokemon's got going on, or for what Powder's. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what Pokemon does. So that's why they release all the different games, because you cannot get all of the Pokemon in just one game. You need to buy the other different games.
Well, no, to be fair, that was originally a great strategy when it was on the handheld. It was all about the link cable and trading with friends. It encouraged play amongst your friends with the different physical devices. But that's out the window now when they've devalued, when gotten rid of the national decks and removed Pokemon and make only one or two region specific. I love the idea of what Pokemon could be on a Switch or whatnot. But it's the execution that is disgusting.
Right. Hey, that's a Tiger King word. I'll use that
God
word.
damn it, you're right. It is.
You can't use that word. It's disgusting. I mean, I think Power World's gonna be dude, I'm trying to think back, but realistically, Power World's probably Nintendo's damn near number one worst mistake, probably, that they ever did. Because for them,
it happened.
That's in a world where the Super Mario Bros. Movie exists, the original from.
That movie.
That was bad. That was bad.
You know what? I
Why
used to
do
like
you
that
have
movie
to
because it was so
remind
cringe.
us?
I like that movie too.
Cringe.
I like it too.
Yeah,
Thinking back on the movie though, I mean, it was good, but I mean, the first
your memory of
Sonic
it?
film just kind of swamped that shit, man. It's not good in comparison to the Sonic films. I'm sorry.
No. I'm talking about the '94 Super Mario, the live action one.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah.
That ain't better than anything.
That's the one
Sonic
that I'm
made,
talking about. It's
cinematically.
bad.
Get out of here. I mean, I like Bob Hoskins. Don't get me wrong. John
John Latino.
You can do it.
Yeah,
John Leguizamo. Jesus fuck.
Leguizamo.
Why we struggling out here, bro? Anyway,
No, it's funny because I just do that shit because Disbrew does it. It's funny as fuck.
it's rough out there in these streets. But no, I think it will be their number one most remembered mistake probably for a long time. And for them, it's hard to even call it a mistake necessarily because they were just asleep. They were asleep.
Yeah.
Nintendo is the final form of a company that truly is very comfortable. And to be fair, though, I just want to be very fair here. Nintendo has all the bad aspects of a overly comfortable company that doesn't want to ever change its ways and keep doing what it's doing. However, to be fair, they are also a very smart company that ensures that their business practices will allow them to be a company that could be super comfortable and never have to change and keep doing the same shit over and over and over again because they keep everything cheap. They offer, they change very little. They offer, the bare minimum. They know what people their super fans want, and they keep giving it to them over and over and over.
They also, outside of the ones working on Pokemon, they've arguably got the most, if not best, most consistent devs.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you get a Nintendo game, you know what to expect. It's almost never going to drastically change unless it's third party. You buy a third party game, you're on your own. But first party Nintendo games, you know what to expect. Same shit that's been for decades with a new paint, new little twist here and there. But realistically, you know what you're getting into, right? So even though they're complacent, and even though they're
rearranging your furniture in your living room, everything's the same, but it's different.
Right. You just know what you're getting. And that's what they're pros as. They're pros at that, at giving you what you know you're gonna get. Whereas, Xbox is all over the place, overspending. There is no smarts to the money spending whatsoever. So that's the only thing I'll give Nintendo is that even though they're super complacent and they keep giving you the same shit, number one, they know their customers, and number two, they make sure that they spend very little to ensure,
I don't even know that we can just say it's Nintendo. I think that's a very Japanese mindset, because if you look at all these other Japanese companies, that actually still maintain their Japanese roots. So I'm not talking Square Enix, not talking Capcom. You can actually say that for a lot of them because that's
Meiji
just kind of the
does the same
mindset of
thing.
their culture.
Meiji, I believe that's the name of the ice cream company. They kept their price of their ice cream the same for like decades, and it wasn't until like maybe like in the 2010s that they increased it by like I think 5 or 10 cents, and they deeply apologized for that shit to their fan base, to their customers. Like they are very traditional in that sense.
Yeah, it could be it could definitely be a regional thing, but I don't know. Realistically, though, Nintendo, this is what they're going to be remembered for in terms of like a pretty big fuck up. Because people were asking for an online Pokemon game, MMO style. Like it doesn't have to be a full MMO, just MMO light, like just something where people get together and online creature capture. That's what they wanted. Nintendo didn't want to give it. They just wanted to keep selling you the same, same Pokemon game with 2 different slight variations so that they could sell you the same game twice. And they wanted to keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again. That's all they wanted to do. They didn't want to give you this. So then somebody else gives you something similar with their own twist to it, obviously, because it's a lot of, survival mechanics and stuff that Nintendo, never really messed with like that. And Nintendo got angry. They're like, they really got
belted on that one.
The whole lawsuit, okay? The lawsuit's only purpose was to try to stop this game from getting to 1.0.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why that lawsuit existed, was so that they could try to stop 1.0 from happening. Or at the very least, to try to force Power World to change the game so much that essentially the identity would die and that players would stop playing it. Right. Neither of which happened. So, and now they're going to walk away from this lawsuit with like barely anything, from what I understand, if anything at all. So,
with just basically barely even pennies in comparison to what they have amassed over the decades. And on top of that, the lawsuit can only affect older versions of Power World. So it's not. It's like 1.0 they can't touch with this lawsuit. It's just funny as fuck now.
Yeah. So anyway, I just think that what initially started as people playing Power World because it looked like Pokemon, it now stands on its own as its own thing, and people are playing it because it's Power World and not because it's Pokemon. So anyway, let's continue. Because we got to get to play Power World, man. We got to play.
That's true.
Yeah. We fought a boss with a 10. There was a time where when 3 Final Fantasy titles per console generation was standard, NES had 1 to 3, SNES had 4 to 6, no 4 to 5, 6, 6.
4 to 6.
PlayStation had 7 to 9, and PlayStation 2 had 10 to 12. Yeah, I mean,
and PlayStation 3 had 13, 13, 2, and 13, 3.
and also PlayStation 2
they really like
had
threes.
10 and 12.
They really like threes at that
Jesus.
PS3 era. Thank you for the 10. You for making with it too. We all know Hypno swinging around the whole bit. All right, relax, bro. That's Toxin. Toxin got the bakery, bro. Amago Lewis with a 20. Entire childhoods have slipped by to these franchises. I tell my younger brother to play Fallout 3 or New Vegas that came out before he existed. He plays it and calls it Unkslop. Bro, that's crazy. And why not? There hasn't been a new game. My point is that there's too much time between mainline releases for these games. Yeah, that's what Leon was saying.
Yep.
And when the new game comes out after 10 years, there isn't a new gen of gamers to carry the torch. Yeah. Well, thank you for the 30. 3. I appreciate that. And yeah, unfortunately, in today's modern development cycle, it takes way too long. Franchises were able to be built so quickly back in the day, because if you had a successful one, the next one will be like 2 years later, usually. Or even sometimes even shorter than that. Some games, were being made in a year and a half. But
Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time have a 1 year apart cycle.
If they
That's
release
crazy.
If Square Enix released Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2011, it would have been way better than dropping it like fucking almost 2 decades later.
Oh, so, to that point, with the statistical standard of what over time video games should compound at a specific rate of growth, Kingdom Hearts is not growing. It is not a growing franchise, right? Because people are opting out, and that delay killed that franchise. Kingdom Hearts 4, it's not going to do as well as Kingdom Hearts 3.
Not close.
Yeah,
you've once a fucking again made people wait way too long.
Yep.
You didn't deliver with Kingdom Hearts 3 in the way that people really loved. Everybody that came back from 2 into 3 was like, what is going on? This is a disaster series. Oh, and lore, like very, very important lore for Kingdom Hearts 4 to make sense, was found in mobile games that are no longer available to be found.
Yep.
This is
The
the
only way-
dumbest series ever.
The only way you can get that context now is if you find it through YouTube videos or like you got a link that has like a compilation of it all.
It's
Why would
so
you ever take this
stupid.
franchise seriously?
So bad.
No.
Stupidest decision makers. Square Enix, you got to take Nomura off the management.
Yes,
He's got to stop.
Nomura, honestly, bro, this guy, like, he must smoke some real shit when he's writing these stories. I don't know, bro. Butterframe didn't go
None
in
of
6
it makes
months.
a fucking sense.
It never will. I love the 93 SMB movie, but John Lego my ego. This motherfucker can't go sit on that commie schlong, probably he meant to say,
Schlong,
but
yeah.
you know, obviously. Yeah, no, he's a psychopath, bro. Like I've seen some of his videos. This guy is fucking deranged,
He is
dude. I'm
nuts,
like,
so it's insane.
and it's so amazing that these guys that are well past their prime, not really acting anymore, doing anything anymore, now they feel comfortable being
What are you talking about?
psychos.
He had one whole scene in John Wick, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You also
Yeah, he's still a hot on the press actor. Yeah, for sure.
You also skipped right over the part where he was in Violent Night, where he got like snatched up a chimney. That was, man, cinema right there.
Shit.
How's it feel to know that he's part of your people, Hypno?
It's terrible, really. I honestly,
thought he was
I blame Sebi for it. Realistically, it's
Fair
her
enough.
fault. It's part of her people, not mine.
How? What?
Get wrecked.
You for making
Yeah,
it.
he is more of a bitch, which make him a Latina. Yes.
There you go. Sheep's Afro Samurai if he embraced DEI initiatives.
It's not gonna happen.
No. Adair Sota would have too. They're also making their own cards to Pal World. I know. And if those things hit,
Oh, dude.
bro,
Apparently, this game's
out,
really
didn't
good.
it?
I don't know
It's
if
sold
anyone's
out.
seen the sales numbers on those things. Like they did their event,
Yeah.
I think over the weekend, last weekend. They sold like 3.1 million, 3.4 million, something like that, like packs. And I was just like, Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Bro,
Like
it's-
I would have
like
bought it.
100K or something like
If-
that.
I'm telling you right now, 10 years from now, right? If Pal World ends up becoming a franchise of similar, stature, obviously it's
Right.
going to be very difficult because Pokemon's been around for a long time. But I'm just saying, like, if it's still growing and it's still being like that kind of a brand, bro, Nintendo, you fucked up, bro. Like, this is Digimon if Digimon was as successful as Pokemon.
And the funny thing about Digimon is that Digimon did what Pokemon didn't, and that's grow with their audience. So like you have like the more recent productions from Digimon, not their games, or not just their games, but also the anime series. Like you see the original Digidestin, like Ty, TK, Matt, and all those guys growing up, moving on with their lives, and like it's really good stuff too.
Yeah. It'd be a big fuck up for them.
Right.
But thank you, Adair. Appreciate that. It says they're also making their own cards. Appreciate it, brother. Kamchi 199. Loving Power with 1.0. Hope there's a manga and anime show. I'm sure that'll be on the horizon.
I'm down for that. I would watch Pal World anime.
Well,
I would
they-
watch
Pal
it.
World, the anime would be awesome.
They actually
know-
said they got more money than they know what to do with, which
You know
is
what's
why
funny?
they're opening all this stuff. What's funny?
I'm obviously I'm doing like some budgeting here. I got to get a PC. I got to go to Vegas and stuff like that. I think if Power World dropped a manga, my wife would buy it for me. She would pre-order it for me. That's how
Really?
much. That's how much I love Power World, and she knows it.
I mean, you got 4,000 hours. I would hope you like the game. Crimson with a 10. Fun fact: Game Freaks, instead of allowing Nintendo to buy them out, arranged to be equals along with a card manufacturer and created the Pokemon Company that creates and runs everything Pokemon related.
Yeah, that's why it's like not to give Nintendo a pass. I feel like we've like almost been doing that a lot this stream, and I don't want to do that. Nintendo takes so much of the blame for Pokemon that is also Game Freak, Creatures Inc., the Pokemon Company. All of them
Right.
are also involved in it. It's not just because there's a reason that we haven't really seen a dip in quality of things like Mario, Zelda, Kirby, but we have Pokemon. It's because Nintendo is not actually in majority control.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's fair. which is kind of the reason why I'm looking at the Beast of Reincarnation very closely.
Same, because it looks so good.
Yeah,
it does.
I'm fine with them having the the outsourcing and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me as long as the game is good. That's what really matters to me.
Well, I'm more so saying from the aspect of like kind of the same mindset of Playground Games making Fable, right? Because like they make racing games. So with Game Freak, I'm like, all right, these are the Pokemon people. So now they're making like a action Stellar Blade style video game that is totally not Stellar Blade, but totally is. If you look at like it's literally almost the same thing. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm just curious to see what they're capable of. Like if they're gonna branch out like that, because that'll be an interesting thing. Adair Soto with a 5, and don't forget the people who play Kingdom Hearts, they were in their teens and their kids era, and now they're adults with their own kids. It's fucking
acting
crazy,
like
dude.
Teenagers.
Bro, I remember reading the Kingdom Hearts 2 reveal in a Game Informer magazine in school. Like I remember that. I specifically remember. I think it was Game Informer. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that, but
on the cover it was Sora.
Hearts 2 commercials being all the rage during Christmas of like 2003 or something.
Maybe 2002, 2003, something like that. Yeah. Like I just remember. I remember that magazine specifically with Sora on the cover. I think Donald and Goofy were on the cover as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And it was talking about that
because I had that same one.
Yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 page spread.
Right. Oh man, it was great.
Hey, I'm not fucking okay. I am old. It's fine. You know, it's fine. You kids don't know about magazine. That's physical media, bitches. You know.
Actually,
Anyway.
magazine is what goes into firearms, but
that's not old.
Toxin for a 2 says I go to sheep for Kingdom Hearts lore.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy. Camchi with a 199. Only 1.0 missing is more customization and gender. Can we go back?
Truthfully, it has way more than it had in early access. In early access, you only had basically male, female. That's it. I don't know. I don't remember if it was called body type 1 or 2. I don't. No, remember.
It was always type 1 and type 2.
But there was basically just like 2 choices. Now you get way more choices. So if you don't like it, get a mod.
I hate that body type A and B, which used to mean actually body type A and B, where you would select in RPGs your actual body type instead of, back in the day when there wasn't like sliders, because now modern character creators, they have sliders, right? So you can, adjust yourself, along that slider. Body type A, B, C, whatever, that shit was so you could pick whether you want to be skinny, muscular, fat, whatever, like. I hate the fact that that's been co-opted to replace gender when it, for the longest time, had nothing to do with gender. Like it literally had nothing to do with gender for the most part, But because what it was is back in the day it would be male and female, and then within male and female you would choose your body type based on A, B, C. Yeah, but what they did was they co-opted the body type thing, removed the gender, and then now they're trying to say, well, body type was always there. Yeah, we know that. You just co-opted it to be something totally different than what it actually was supposed to be. And so now people look at body type and they think it's something like foreign. It's not foreign. It's been there forever. It's just not the way that they're representing it now, which is really annoying. So
I get that, but my thing is like I while I do understand people's sentiments on that, it's one of the last things I'm ever worried about when it comes to gameplay. It's like you know what the hell you're making, so whatever, dog.
Yeah, it's a female.
I get it. But I get the argument that it's one of those things where it's like, that's them just getting their foot in the door. It doesn't have to be, though. It's like, you're making a guy or a girl or whatever, and it can stop there. That shouldn't stop you from enjoying the game.
All right. That's why when I was playing Power World earlier, I took a screenshot of the character creator. I was just fucking around in it, and I made the dude chick. Remember?
Right. Yeah,
it's like super.
Oh God!
It's buff ass dude with the softest face.
YouTube, this is a man's body. All right, YouTube. Jesus,
this man just made Gak. That's what that is.
Literally, YouTube's AI would freak out, be like, "Is that a naked woman?" Like, no, it's not. Stupid. Anyway, we got St. Hugo with a 25 months, long time, bro. Hope Pocket Pair will pick up active development on Craftopia now. Again, else that would be a major stain on their history, been stuck in EA limbo. You know, now that you mentioned that, I'm curious to see what's going to happen when the developers behind Crimson Desert release their creature capture game. Because remember, what's that name of the game that's supposed to be coming out in like 27 or something like that, or 28?
Animuer, I believe.
I don't remember, but that shit looked insane. And now that I've seen Crimson Desert and know what they're capable of, I believe everything that I see in their trailer.
Yep.
Literally, you know? So I don't know. I'm very curious. DB Wild tagged me on something over on X. This shit's insane. Look at this, what AI is capable of. Random creation while watching SNH and the gang. Someone posted some AI collectible figures, and Hypno was whining about always getting made with a katana and not his void power. So voila. Bro, exactly. Just so much better.
Really
That's
good.
sick.
That looks
That's actually-
amazing.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that
actually
does.
insane. That's actually that's too many balls, bro. Like we're just playing
Calm down.
way too many balls. But let's go back here. That's a
That
lot
one's
better.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I
that
like
one's
that
good.
one more.
Yeah, this is sick.
I like the pose on the second one more.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, do the powers of this one with the pose.
Right,
of
yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
Do the powers of that first
Yeah.
one because like you're sitting there, like that second one looks like using like some sort of Dragon Ball move or like I don't know. Like they're both good though.
The ground looks cooler on this one too. It's like all broken up and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. Very cool, DB Wild. Very cool. And then we got graded with it too. Hypno Leon said he beat you Smash Southeast Game Exchange, huh?
What?
Southeast Game Exchange haven't even happened.
I was saying, yeah, no, it's not going to be Wizard because Wizard's the only one that I know might actually be competition. Wizard's
What
been
the fuck does that
slightly.
mean? You think I'm not going to be
Whoa.
competition?
No, because you're not going to be there. No, because you're not going to be
Said you
there.
ain't
You're
even
not gonna be in
chopped
the Smash
liver.
tournament.
No,
You
I'm
ain't
catching you
shit.
straight because you said I suck at the game.
No, so look, there's a creator Smash tournament. I'm a competitive Smash player, so I don't know if anybody else is gonna be on my level. But Wizard been slyly dropping hints that he might actually be baller at Smash, so I don't know.
Body type Ellen Page is crazy.
Whoa.
But now that I look at that character, it's aside from like actually having muscle on them because Ellen Page don't got shit. Yeah, that's fair. Same body type for sure. Let's go over to Rumble really fast, and then we're gonna do gifted games and head out because we got to get ready to play Power World, man. It's gonna be a long night.
Yep.
Where are we at?
We're not sleeping tonight.
No,
Nope.
definitely not. Sean Soar read that one. Deadeye's Lock read that one. Sean Soar read that one. Torno with a 2 Tau programming on a project completion time 5 developers 1 year, 10 developers 2 year, 100 developers never. Dude, exactly. Like these smaller teams seem to be putting out games better and faster than the bigger teams. I wonder why that is. Deadeye's Lock with $1. It's amazing how Kata and Atreus are absent for SNH but present when a game with guns occur.
That's funny.
That's I mean, he said it. He said it, not me, but that's true. That's true. Magnum Norris with a 10. What's your finish rate, Hypnotic? Nugget punch? Let's go with Anal Void. Let's just do that.
What?
We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. That's gonna be the finisher.
What?
Anal Void. Yep.
What?
Yep.
You just
Oh,
said
boy.
asshole.
I'll let you think on it. You think on it.
No, I don't want
Figure it
to.
out. Figure it out. Exactly, Morn Blade. Think about it. Right? Yeah, no, they absolutely are. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it, bro. But they're so casual. Like they are the literal gun and ball players that PlayStation enjoys very much. They just happen to branch out to PC, but they branched out to PC just to do the same shit they were doing on consoles with a different coat of paint. They play Marvel Rivals, bro. It's so casual.
Yep.
What are we doing? All right, we're caught up on everything. Gifted games. Who's got them? Who's got them? You got one?
I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna pull up mine real quick since I'm already here, and then do yours. No hearts left. The fact that you don't know Moe and Leon did says a lot. You're a British cigarette normie, impregnated by fake wizard, and a colored who shouldn't have rights.
Ew.
Whoa.
Well, as
That's a
I've said many times, because it seems like if you're not colored, I'm going to assume you're white. No hearts left. And typical white people, they don't listen. I said many times I don't watch anime. I read manga, so I read what I like, and I don't like variation too much. Like I don't really like go out there too much and look at all the crazy subgenres of a
Manga's a medium.
subgenre.
It's not, you wouldn't be like, oh, I watch movies and watch every genre. Most people stick to a few.
Right, but
pick a few genres.
But you'll have the hardcore people that are like, what do you mean you don't know all 127 genres? What's wrong with you, you fucking Taurus? And I'm like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
no,
I
it's
love
not-
anime.
it's not my
I don't
thing.
really watch a lot of shonen nowadays. I watch other stuff.
it's not my thing. So yeah, unfortunately. Tire King says, to be fair, you read Seinen and plenty of weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but still,
whatever.
Yeah, there's like, again, I know what I like for the most part, and if I branch out, it's not very far, to be honest with you. At least when it comes to manga, anyway. No Hearts Left is crashing out. He's definitely crashing out for sure. He gifted Against the Storm. Thank you, man. A dark fantasy city builder where you must rebuild civilization in the face of apocalyptic rains. Apocalyptic rains. Thank you. I appreciate that. No Hearts Left. Seriously, thank you, sir. Shout out to you, my man. Yes, exactly. No simping unless it's for me. Leon, what do you got?
No Hearts Left is also crashing out.
Oh no.
You drink hydration core water while stroking it to simulate you sucking fake wizard's third leg. Eventually, I will make you watch Netflix DMC second
Why
season.
am I included in this shit?
Oh my god!
So real quick, No Hearts Left. Well, I
Strays.
appreciate the game. Fears of Fathom. Thank you. I want to get all these Fears of Fathom games, so I appreciate it. Telling me that I suck Wizard's cock is not a good way to get me to watch Devil May Cry Season 2, which, by the way, I won't be watching. But shout out. Thank you for the game.
Bro, Wizard
Why am I
catching strays is
included in
crazy.
this,
Oh my
dude?
gosh, this is
Stop
crazy.
including me in your weird shit.
No, keep including Wizard in your weird shit. Tech Dragon with a 5. After watching SNH plays, I will have to start Power World. I mean, we haven't even started yet. We're gonna start right now. Well, not right now. We're gonna start like an hour, but we're gonna start soon. All right, guys, great stream. Felting Sony is always fun. It's a great time. Xbox felted them.
You never learn.
What?
You're talking during the
Talking
collapse
in the
again. So you're always like,
audience,
you sound like a
Oh,
peanut
I'm sorry. No, it's
teacher.
because I'm sorry because I'm trying to rush to go play Power World. Don't blame me. All right, guys, listen. Let's do outros. Wizard, what do you got, man? Other than lots of gay manga, apparently, made about you.
Lots of gay. No. We've got a lot of videos dropping over on our Fake Wizards channel.
Nice.
Hypno and I are streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays with games now. That's pretty cool. Next week we'll be at the Southeast Game Exchange. Myself, Leon, Sevi, Kata will be there. Gooch will be there.
Is Kata actually going to be there?
Yeah. He's we're all together, so that'll be pretty neat.
Hey,
and we're all going to the convention together. God, come on, we're all done. All right, anyway, we got an event next week, Greenville, South Carolina. Come through, come hang out. It'll be a lot of fun, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yo, Tire King, can you go there with a shirt that just says like "I despise everything"?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can
you do that?
I would prefer to be like, I despise blank, and then when we take pictures, we fill in things he despises.
Oh my god,
Right.
yeah.
It's just a
would be
walk
so- We could do that.
Mad Libs poster. That's
Or
funny.
get a whiteboard. Get a whiteboard so that you could just put like "I despise"
Ooh,
in
I like
black
it.
and then change
Yeah.
change
as
the
you go,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
great, dude. That'd be fantastic. Savvy, what do you got?
Yep. Well, I'll be playing with you guys in just a little bit. Tomorrow I'm gonna
Hey,
be back
yo,
with
Pause. Relax.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So that's gonna be really fun. And I'm also 8 away from 3K. Just 8 more subs, and then I'll reach it. I'll reach 3K. There you go. Go sub.
I don't think I subbed to you, so I'm gonna keep it that way.
That's insanely based.
Wow,
Actually,
dude.
insanely based.
Wow, sheep. Wow.
Speaking of summer days, 199. Which color robes are we wearing?
I'll be
White.
wearing my black robes, my black
White.
wizard robes.
He's wearing
White. You
robes.
must wear white. Risk it all.
Yo,
Risk it all.
It's okay. It'll be
We-
fine.
if other people are dressed as wizards, that would be really funny.
That would be.
That'd be very
Sheep, what do you got, man? What do you got?
Power World in a little bit, obviously. Sunday, I'll also be playing Power World again. I'll be on somebody else's stream. Monday, we'll be back into playing some Kingdom Hearts, unfortunately. Although, I'm not going to lie, I actually enjoy the gameplay of Drink Drop Distance. Holy shit. I know. It's actually one of the more entertaining ones to me, primarily because they just make the combat so much more, like, so much snappier for me. So
Don't
We'll be
get too
getting
attached
more
to the wall bouncing.
I got you.
But
But,
it's not in any other game.
Oh, I know. Of course it ain't. But because consistency, that name is not Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the schedule for the next few days. Obviously, Monday, Wednesdays when we stream Kingdom Hearts. Fridays, 7 Days to Die with the wife and some friends. Where we get to bitch at each other while trying to kill zombies and not each other at the same time. Then we're back here with more SNH and whatever else may happen. So there you go. Go read manga.
Oh yeah, Leon, what do you got?
Second channel, gaming channel, Glitch in Paradise. If you guys aren't sub to it, I'd appreciate it. We are a hair away from monetization. And of course, we playing Power World with the boys here in about an hour. So going to be a great time. Tomorrow is the Sunday special stream because you guys crushed it yesterday. Thank you again so much for that. What a wild night. And then, yeah, videos and streams nearly every day. I can't wait to do it. This was an awesome show. Shout out. Thank you all so much. And I can't wait to see all y'all motherfuckers at Siege in less than a week.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice. All right. Well, that's basically it, boys. We're gonna be playing Power World in about an hour. Not everybody, but most people are gonna be streaming it. So plenty of streams to watch, plenty of content to watch. You can even hear Sevi clicking on her mechanical keyboard as much as you possibly want. I'm sure that'll be great. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
She plays with a controller.
Fucking peasants, man. Jesus Christ. Controller? There's shooting mechanics in the keyboard and mouse set. Have you ever played keyboard and mouse? No, you haven't, right?
Yes. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
When?
Well, when this was early release, I played in early release. When we played Counter-Strike, I played it there. When I played Call of Duty, I played keyboard and mouse.
Okay. We'll see. All right. Anyway, no, seriously, guys. So come join us. Plenty of streams to watch. Support everybody here. And in terms of me, videos every day, obviously, videos have been exploding. Not exactly sure why, because YouTube makes no sense. But, thank you for that. Keep supporting the videos to the best of your ability. Like them, comment, and give them a long view duration, whatever you can. But whatever we're doing, it's working. And obviously, daily live streams, 9 p.m. every day, Sunday through Friday. And that's basically it, boys. Thank you so much for everything. Amazing stream. And we'll see all of you, hopefully, in about an hour or so. Until then, you guys already know, go be bigots and go be gooners. Raid Target. What? We're not black. Why are we going to raid Target? Get out of here. Anyway, bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get a grip! At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.